like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button as y'all come in here. Wipe your feet before you into this house. Hit the share, subscribe button as well. If you guys are coming in as well, you know what I'm saying, support the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Hit that Cash App, which is $ BJ Matthews. Again, $ BJ Matthews. If you guys want to show your love to the content and to the podcast, make sure you guys show your love by donating to the channel. And as well, if you guys want to go ahead and hit the super sticker and super comment button, this is available. You guys want to drop a comment or drop a like, hit that button that says thanks underneath the video to go ahead and set your super sticker and super comment for this great content that we're dropping. And also get your membership badges last but not least, you know what I'm saying? So you guys can be a pull-up member for the rest of your life. As y'all come in here, make sure you guys smash the like button and let me know that y'all are in the comment section. We'll get started in a couple minutes. I know some people are kind of just getting up early, but I did not go live last night, so I decided to go live this morning before I had to take care of some things early, take care of some things today. So, yeah, let me know that y'all in the comment section. Let me see what's going on with the comments. My man Pagan 180 comes in and says, "Salute everyone, go Clips." Yes, sir. The Clips last night were able to prevail over the Sacramento Kings in their first matchup, right? And it was a pretty dramatic fashion. They won 131 to 117. So like I always like to do, I like to go through the numbers. I like to go through the stats. I like to go through all the, technical things, get those things out the way, and then we can go into more of the opinionated talk, you know what I'm saying, what we thought about the game individually. And then we'll get into, you know what I'm saying, letting people in. But let's get to it, man. The Clippers came into this game very, very active, very aggressive offensively and defensively, right? As we look at the numbers right here, the shooting splits, they shot better for them, for the Kings in the twos and the threes. However, at the free throw line, they did not shoot the ball as good. The Clippers shot 53% from the field to the Kings 46. The Kings shot 50% to the Kings 31. And the free throw percentage went to the Kings 85 to 77. Now, the Clippers shot better for them from the two and the three, but they did not shoot as good from them at the free throw line. Okay, and then here comes the rebounds, 47 to 37. The Kings out rebound the Clippers, right? Assists went to the Clippers, 28 to 22. And that was came, from a large movement of the ball movement on the court, and a lot of them just basically being on last night. All right. So the blocks also went to the Clippers. It's credited to Viska Zubac, who was protecting the rim very, very well. Guards were very active as well. So the Clippers definitely had that on lock as far as the interior. So shout out to them. The steals went to the Clippers. A number one went to James Harden. They had, I think Kawhi had a couple steals, if I'm not mistaken. They were just getting out, you know what I'm saying, getting their hands on balls, right? And as y'all come in here, hit the like button, hit the share, the subscribe as well, man. Hit that like button as y'all come in here. Turnovers, Kings have 14 turnovers to the Clippers 4. Now, this was a very surprising stat right here because we know the Clippers had problems in the past with controlling the offense and actually taking care of the basketball. But this had to be probably the best game as far as taking care of the ball, the rock, and not, making stupid passes that we've seen this season. 4 turnovers. If we can get that every single game, we'll probably go 70, the next 70, 70 games, 0 losses. Right? That's just an amazing stat to have only 4 turnovers in an entire 48-minute basketball game in the NBA. Right? Point to the paint went to the Clippers, 58 to 48. Now, in looking at these numbers, right, shows me they shot the ball extremely well. They shot over 50% from the 3 and the 2, which shows to me that they just had the green light, just, felt very good last night as far as shooting the rock. A lot of guys were confident. And when you're hitting shots, you know what I'm saying, then, everything else becomes easier. Now, there's going to be, of course, nights that you're not going to be able to hit shots all the time, but when you are hitting shots, it makes the game much easier, makes the flow of the transition much easier. And, you know what I'm saying, your team kind of just, feeds off of that. You know what I mean? Now, the free throw line, yet again, they're still not where they need to be at the free throw line. Shooting 77% is not acceptable. They need to be getting up over 80% as a team. Right now, of course, that combines with who goes to the line. Is it Zubac? Is it what I'm saying PJ Tucker? Is it Daniel Tice? Or is it James Harden, Kawhi, and PG? Right, that factors in. You know what I'm saying? How they free throws, but at the end of the day, I like to see them at around 80 and up at that free throw line. Rebounds, I think because of just the shots that we were hitting, there weren't really too many rebounds to be had on the defensive glass, on the offensive glass. But the defensive glass, I would like to see us get a little bit more grittier, rebound that basketball. Sacramento is a very young, energetic team, and what I'm saying, that really ties into just how good they rebound the basketball. I love the ball movement. I love the 28 assists. I love that we're getting open shots, driving and kicking. I love that. And I loved how Zubac protected that rim, man. That's what we need to have from every single game. JM, number 2 Clippers fans, first apologize to BJ on I said we are at a friend's party in Southern Cal. Knew I shouldn't have called in because I was feeling nice, but the call disrespect was too much there. It's all good, Clippers, man. Yeah, just what I'm saying, just come in more ready next time. But you good, man. Don't worry about it. The realist was good, though. Man, I would have you in. I know you got a lot to say, man. I gotta talk about some stuff too, about this win. Now let's go into the numbers of the Clippers, right? Let me go into the numbers of the Clippers. Right, numbers of the Clippers and the numbers of the Kings. So the Clippers last night, and as y'all come in here, smash that like button. What I loved is we have 5 guys in high double figures, not low. 5 guys in high double figures. Our whole starting 5 had at least 14 points each, which I actually, I was very, very pleased with. Right? PG at 19, Kawhi at 34, Zubac at 14, James Harden at 26, Terrence Mann at 18. Right? That was the starting 5 numbers wise. Right? With the Clippers, Harden came out very, very aggressive. He hit, I think, his first 4 shots. What I'm saying, with catch and shoot threes. He got to the basket. There's a nice play at the end of the quarter in the first where he got the steal, pulled up for 3 and hit the shot. He had 17 points in the first quarter. Ty Lue came out in a press conference and said that James Harden needs to be more aggressive and he had to be more of an offensive player. This is the second time he said that. Now, this goes back to when people say that James Harden is messing up the flow of this team. I don't see how he's doing that when he's trying to get involved and fit in. Right? We have to actually understand what James Harden is trying to do. He's trying to get his guys more involved. That's what he's trying to literally do. At the end of the day, y'all hold on, man. 1 second. All right. So the fact is that now that you got James Harden playing like how he played yesterday, what he did was he was able to allow the guys like Kawhi and PG to free up. He did the same thing against the Denver Nuggets where James Harden had a very, very efficient game in Denver a couple weeks back in the playing game, and he came out very aggressive offensively, scoring the basketball. So what I'm seeing is a trend that when James Harden is aggressive and looking to score, like against the Denver Nuggets, like against New Orleans Pelicans, like tonight, it really opens up the rest of the team because Sacramento cannot guard James, Kawhi, and PG all at the same time. So now that you got James Harden doing what he did on the offensive side of the ball, that's what's really, really satisfying to watch. Right, here comes Terrence Mann yet again with 31 minutes, 18 points. Now that showed you that T-Man can also score the basketball, not just play defense. As this man continuously keeps getting more and more experience and getting on the court, he's going to get very, very comfortable. Terrence Mann, what we say all the time about Terrence Mann, he chooses to make a lot of his teammates better. Right now, they're 5-2 with Terrence Mann in the starting lineup. Again, I'm gonna say that again. With Terrence Mann in the lineup, they're 5-2. They're 5-2 with T Man in the lineup. And last year, again, they were 11, and I think 11-3. They were 11-3 or 10-4 last year with Terrence Mann in the starting lineup. So the effect of him is somebody, like I said, is going to bring wonders to this team, right? So T Man had high minutes last night, 31 minutes last night, 18 points. Um, Good production, smart shots, got some good rebounds, got 3 rebounds last night, right? And then you look at Big Zubac, you know what I'm saying, has some nice dunks, has some nice blocks, had 8 rebounds. Um, you know what I'm saying, controlled his matchup with Domantas Sabonis. So I like what Zubac brought to the table. He had 30 minutes last night. Um, I just think he has to just continuously have the foot on the gas, man. Like whatever comes in that paint, that's yours to block. That's yours to keep on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. I remember there was a play that Zubac caught it down low, and I think Kawhi yelled out, "That's Yuzu 1-on-1. That's Yuzu 1-on-1. Take over that matchup." So I like to see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, with Zubac, right? Y'all hold on one second. All right, 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Shout out to my man Pagan 180 with the $20 donation, man. $20 donation to my man Pagan 180. If you guys would like to send y'all love to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, make sure y'all hit that Cash App, man. Again, this is very, very, you know what I'm saying, appreciate that y'all, so into the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. I'm very grateful for that, man. I love that you guys, support me and my platform, man. I try to bring y'all the best quality podcast as possible. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to this, you know what I'm saying, the situation. But appreciate you, my man, Pagan 180. Salute. But Zubac came in with some great minutes. He protected the basket, and he was able to, get down low and, get some, what I'm saying, nice dunks. And then you got guys off the bench like Westbrook and Tice. Norman Powell got hurt. He hurt his right knee, so hopefully he turns out to be okay. He had 13 minutes. And Kobe Brown had 11 minutes, you know what I'm saying, hit a nice 3. So I just think right now that Norm is going to be out for, might be out for the Golden State game tonight, that's going to open up either opportunity for, I think, either Bones or Amir to get more minutes, right? Because Kobe had 11 minutes last night, so I think they're going to need somebody to fill in for Norm if he's out for tonight and possibly, nights extended. So we'll see what happens there. And then, of course, Paul George and Kawhi. Paul George was hot in the first half. He kind of slowed down in the second half. He ended up having 19 points and 7 assists, though, right? He had 7, dimes. So, I would like to see is PG, Kawhi, and James all have 20 plus in a game, because we could see Westbrook. He had 9, but what Westbrook was more useful for is getting offensive rebounds and also getting nice little steals. That's what's Westbrook's, you know what I'm saying, um salute to my man Big Fan Breezy, man, for coming in here, man. Salute you, my guy. Go follow my man Big Fan Breezy on his platform as well. Subscribe to his page at Big Fan Breezy. He's a Nets fan. Go and subscribe to my guy right now. He said, how did you feel about T-Man 18? How did he get it? He got it based off of, you know what I'm saying, mid-range jumpers, catch and shoot threes. He's showing that he has some range, man. And he also, does a lot of the dirty work. But I guess he's showing that he can shoot the basketball. Right. Salute to Eloquence is key. How you doing? How you doing? Right. He said Harden quick 17 was quiet. Yeah, but it was effective early on because that set the tone for everybody else. That's what Ty Lue meant to get. He'd be getting aggressive. So I like that. I love that. right? But go and follow my man Big Fan Breezy on his platform. You know what I'm saying? Tune in Sports, go and follow him as well. He said who should be in the rotation, Bones or Coffee? I think it should be Coffee. And I like Bones, but I think Coffee brings more of a defensive aspect than Bones does. So I would prefer having Bones in that rotation over Coffee, or Coffee over Bones in that rotation, because of his length, his ability to slash, his ability to he has, I think he has a higher IQ than Bones does. So I know everybody advocates for Bones because they like watching him play, but I just think that Coffee, he's been waiting long enough for his spot, and he's finally getting his feet wet. So I'd rather have Coffee over Bones. Um, let me go to something else too before I let y'all in soon. So the Kings, if you look at the Kings side, of course they're coming back from a back-to-back. They played against the Warriors the night before in a 123-124 win, which is a very very high impact game. And you know Fox had 40, but Fox's 40 was more so off of getting, of course, contact, driving, but he did it more so like just matching bucket for bucket. It wasn't like he was, and this may sound crazy, but he got his 40 when the Clippers were more so already so far ahead that the Clippers just kind of just like, letting Fox kind of do him. And you could tell on the perimeter defense. Like, one thing I gotta tell about Harden though, Harden, I think his one problem he's gonna have to, I won't say he's gonna have to change, but he's gonna have to understand, like, it's so obvious that he just allowing players to be driving past him. But I've seen him guard up when he has to guard. So I don't know if that's just by design that he does that just to, what I'm saying, get the ball out and get on the other side, or he's trying to preserve his, I don't know what it is, but if he's going to do that, that's why I say there's no reason to have Harden on those players. Let him guard a weak defender. Let Russ guard, Fox, or let Russ guard the other, if you're going to have Russ and Harden at the same time. Let T-Man guard those players every time. Like, I'm still seeing that problem. I'm going to get to him in a minute. I'm still seeing this problem with they allowing Harden to guard the best offensive guards. Why would y'all want that if he's gonna, easily let players just walk past him? So, um, yeah, Fox had 40, and then you had Kevin Huerter who was struggling. Domantas Sabonis really struggled last night. 15 points by Malik Monk, who's their first guy off the bench. Um, number 7, I can't remember pronounce it. I think Vesenkov. He had 13 points. He's a solid player. He's a solid piece. I think Sacramento, what they have going over there is like a lot of guys developing. See, and Sacramento's that team that I think possibly this year is going to make it past the first round. They're already in the play-in tournament, so they have a lot to prove. And they're a team that's not really scared of nobody. So I just think what they had to go through last year with Golden State, I think that really helped them out. And I just think it's going to come down to having more veteran leadership. I think Sabonis is 30 years old. But Malik Monk's 23, Fox is 26 or 25. Kevin Huerter, I think, is 24, 25. Trey Lyles is young. Chris Dort, like, their whole team is pretty much young. Davion Mitchell, Jamel McGee is an older cat, but they have a very young team. But they have the coach to coach that team up. So for Sacramento don't really have any issues. The only issue they're gonna have to just deal with is just getting that experience, which they got last year. So they're highly competitive and they're very, very solid. So I just think that from here on out they'll be solid. They just gotta go through the growing pains. But I want to go through something real quick, man, because I got a comment. Say this, what I'm saying. Salute to my man, Mingo Jester. What's good, dog? He said, "Damn, De'Aaron Fox had 40." Yeah, he had 40 points, but it was 40 points when the Clippers are already so far ahead that it was almost like they were just allowing him to be him, right? The really said, Herm, see you doing a live stream now. He on live talking shit about the Clippers. Herm, yeah, man. I want to say something, and I knew that bullshit was coming, man. Like, I'm gonna deal with him on Saturday. I want y'all to tune in. I'm supposed to be debating Herm on Saturday, so I want y'all to make sure y'all tune in on FYF Sports Debates. I'm about to kill him on Saturday on this sports debate, man. It's over for him. It's over for the locker room. It's over for both them niggas, man. But I don't want to hear shit about the back to back. I don't want to hear nothing about this back to back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about the Kings had to go through a back to back over the Warriors. I don't want to hear none of that. Did anybody say anything when the Clippers had a back to back when we had to play the Lakers and Magic behind? Like, yeah, like people act like this is the first back to back in NBA history. I don't want to hear that, right? And I'm pretty sure in that live with Herm over there, because somebody sent me the video of he did yesterday about him saying the Clippers, this is why they don't deserve praise, right? So pretty much how this works is if the Clippers lose to a bad team, they talk about them. If they beat a bad team, he said you should have beat a bad team, and they talk about them. If the Clippers beat a good team, like they did last night, he'll sit up there and say, yeah, they beat a good team, you know what I'm saying, but gotta keep proving it. So it's always like what Herm already told y'all, he has money on this. So he's not going to give the same praise as now the same blame. He's going to try to twist it, design it, and flamboy it into all his BS all he wants, bro. That's what he's going to do. That's why I tell y'all it's imperative not to listen to that dude because he's trying to get under y'all's skin. He's literally trying to make y'all turn against your own team. When he says stuff like you guys need to hold Kawhi and Paul George accountable, you know what that really means? They want y'all to look at everybody but the coach. Right? They want y'all to look at everybody at the coach. And everything that we've been saying has been lined up how it's supposed to be. You started Terrence Mann, the starting line for 5-2. Right? You took Harden and Russ and switched them up from each other, split them up. We're 5-2. Right? You played Kobe Brown last night. Gave him some minutes. You gave him 11 minutes instead of putting PJ Tucker's old ass in there. They ran out away with the win. So all this stuff we saying ain't just pie in the sky. It's literally stuff that we can use to actually back up our points. But here's my thing. If you're going to sit up there and say, well, the Clippers, you ain't going to give them praise when they do well and win, but you're going to give them all this grief and gripe when they lose, just shut the hell up. Just don't say nothing. Either you're going to talk about them all the way bad and good, or you're going to talk about them, not talk about them at all. It's amazing. This nigga Herm cannot talk about his bum ass Grizzlies, but he got to never talk about the Clippers, who he has no business talking about because your team is not on our level. And when we meet in the playoffs, if we meet in the playoffs, because we're gonna make the playoffs. Now, you was the same dumbass nigga that said the Grizzlies gonna be number 5 seed. That's what you were, right? That's what you were. The same dumbass nigga that said the Grizzlies gonna be number 5 seed. How's that working out for you? I hope y'all make the playoffs and we face y'all, right? He come talking about saying that, oh, I'm judging them off of championship aspirations. Well, nigga, you the same dude that said the Clippers ain't a championship team, so how are you gonna judge them off of championship standards? How are you gonna judge about championship standards if you say they're not a championship team? Just dumb, ignorant ass thinking, man. And they watching every move the Clippers make. They watching every move the Clippers make. Everybody is. To be honest with you, I don't know if y'all saw that new schedule with the Clippers now. So since we out of the play-in, now that we out of the play-in, or out the in-season tournament, they got us scheduled all 2 games next week. And guess who they got us scheduled against? They got us scheduled against Denver at home next Wednesday, and they got Utah on the road next Friday. Now, why do y'all think they did that? Do y'all think that was just something they did just because? And they put that on ESPN. Both of the it's highly funny that the Clippers got the national televised games against 2 teams that obviously they've struggled with. Well, more so one, but Utah they got embarrassed by. See, I see what's going on. What's the writing on the wall? That's why I tell y'all we don't need other people. We don't need people inside the Clipper fan base to go against each other because it's really pretty much us against everybody else. Stop listening to everyone else who's not a fan of the team, not a supporter team, and don't even have no logical points to talk about the team. Stop doing that because you're just giving them ammo. When you start buying into the notion that the Clippers, don't have coaching problems, and that's the number one thing, and they want to blame Kawhi for everything. They want y'all to turn against Kawhi and PG. They're getting what they want. They want you to ignore everything else and put it all on Kawhi. See, I know what Kawhi is going to be in the playoffs. All this stuff about Kawhi's washed and Kawhi's, man, you know how many times I've heard that throughout his career, man, where he has a stretch, like all great players do have a stretch where they don't, look the same scoring the basketball, but they're not paying attention to what they do on the defensive end, what they're not doing. He has to go to a new position at the four, that he has to figure certain things out in schemes. Like, these guys are human too. Just because they're quote unquote athletes, they still have to go through the process of certain things as well. Right? So all I'm saying is this, dog. It's gonna be a situation where a lot of people are coming after us. That's in the media, that's with teams, that's with everybody. Everyone's, and even people in our own fan base is gonna turn. They are. They say stuff like he hasn't done nothing for us, or Kawhi, he's the reason why the Clippers are this way. He say that PG is soft, or Russ is, what I'm saying, is sporadic. He's out of control. James Harden is a diva. These are all of the narrative that's been brought on these guys from the media. That's what's been happening. That Kawhi Leonard is always hurt, even though he's played every game this season. That Paul George is mentally weak, even though he helped get us to our first Western Conference Finals, and you guys are seeing him right now. How he's been playing for the majority of the year has been at an all-star level. That Russell Westbrook is selfish and he doesn't want to sacrifice, when he just told y'all that he can actually sacrifice by coming off the bench, which he seems to really be embracing that role, which is why I don't want to really mess it up anymore by changing the lineup. He's actually coming into his role as a guy off the bench. He's showing that he's not a great scorer. He's not a great shooter, but what he is a guy that's able to fill in the gaps and do a lot of the things at an elite level. He's more like a souped up Terrence Mann. He's a souped up Terrence Mann who can play defense, but also have more mismatches on the offense, and because of his gifts athletically, and also just his scoring prowess. Not a great shooter, but he can rebound. He can play on ball defense. He can slash and get to the basket. He can do all that. That's what he can do. Right? And then James Harden, you know what I'm saying? They saying that, and when you guys see when he gets aggressive, what he can do. So, as far as Ty Lue goes, he's still on a tight leash for me. I gotta see him do what needs to be done for the duration of this season. For me, he's on the watch, just like Kawhi's on the watch, just like PG's on the watch. Like how y'all holding Kawhi and PG to that standard, how y'all holding James Harden to a standard, like this is his last chance because he's with his last team. A lot of people will have no issue holding our players to a certain standard, that they got to get the job done. They got to play hard. They got to show that they're actually on that level. A lot of people have no issue saying that about Kawhi and PG. Soon as Kawhi has an off game or off games, people say that he's not the same. He's washed after what we just seen last year in the playoffs against the Phoenix Suns, how he completely took over Kevin Durant on both ends of the court. Now all of a sudden he's washed, right? PG has to come back and have a great season because he got hurt at the worst possible time. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving him no slack. We're not giving him no excuses. Okay, fine. Well, hold the damn coach to the same standard. He has a job to do just like these players have a job to do. Just like y'all want to hold them dudes to this to a certain standard, we're gonna hold this damn coach to a standard too. Ty Lue ain't gonna be doing all these stupid lineup adjustments, these rotations, having the wrong guys on the court, taking long times to make timeouts. He ain't gonna be doing that and be giving him a pass. But then again, that goes back to what a lot of people are trying to do, trying to make y'all turn on Kawhi, PG, and your own fucking team. Because what they want you see, and this comes back to to fear. I'm just gonna go out and say it on a limb. A lot of these teams are afraid of Kawhi Leonard, man. This is something I will agree with Thomas, and I thought about this. He said this on the live stream a few days ago. And I had to think about this. If y'all really think about it, when y'all hear a lot of these other teams, even some of these guys on YouTube, media content creators, what's the one thing they always talk about Kawhi Leonard? Y'all smash the like button as y'all come in here. Hit the Cash App as well. What's the one thing they say about Kawhi every single time? They said he's going to get hurt. He said, y'all better hope that he doesn't get hurt, that he doesn't play, that BJ, you're putting your stock on Kawhi. You know he ain't going to finish. He ain't going to play he ain't going to play 40 games. He ain't going to play 45. He ain't going to play 30. All this ignorant shit. Because they understand once the man's on the court, what's finna happen. So when you have that amount of fear, what they'll want you to do, other teams and fan bases and content creators will want you to sit up there and say, yeah, Kawhi ain't done nothing for us. Kawhi ain't did this. He is always hurt. Yeah, he gotta play better. Yeah, he might be like, yeah, y'all gotta understand with some of the stuff y'all saying. This man just had, and it was 2 games, but he showed y'all in the postseason again, and we keep seeing it, what he is. But because a lot of people are paranoid and watching some of these other guys on YouTube who are just saying bullshit, they're sitting up there actually trying to troll your own team. I've seen Kawhi in the playoffs. I know what he's going to be. But a lot of them are scared of this man. Never it's, oh, I got Kevin Durant. He's going to, do this to Kawhi. Not, oh, I got LeBron. He's going to do it to this. What we've seen, right, in the last 3 seasons is Kawhi Leonard on LeBron James. I don't give a damn if it's in the regular season. That's the only sample size we have because they ain't met in the playoffs yet. I've seen this man be the only guy mano a mano in the league who's dominated LeBron James and had a lot to say about it. I've seen this guy dominate Kevin Durant to the point KD got on that damn press conference last year and took a sigh of relief as Kawhi Leonard was basically, he said, Kawhi Leonard, it is nerve-wracking to play this dude on both ends. But they're not just scared of him. They're scared of this damn team. They're scared of this damn team. They don't want this team to succeed because if they win this championship, if they win this championship, that will completely disturb the narrative point base of not just ESPN, but it also destroy a lot of these narratives by these fans. A lot of legacies will be built if the Clippers come out victorious and win this championship. But you can tell a lot of media pundits do not want this team to win. They don't. They don't want this team to win. And for you to schedule two national they want to try to embarrass this team. So we don't need people in the fan base going at our own guys, man. We don't need that. We don't need people from outside teams coming in here in our house telling us what it is, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm not. Now, I do think that, we got to actually, hold players accountable when they have, bad games. I have no issue with that. I have no issue with that. But it has to be all around the board. And we have to we have to really be able to dissect and watch guys and watch people who are just out here not really trying to help the team and actually trying to be a good, like, really trying to, what I'm saying, give them good advice. We have to watch the ones who are just out there trying to start shit. It's amazing how everybody say the Clippers ain't nothing, but that's all we keep seeing. These videos are about the Clippers. Herm made 4 videos this week on this same team. And then he said, well, they win, they gotta beat a quality team. Well, they beat a quality team last night. Are you gonna give them credit, or are you gonna keep putting the harp on, they gotta do it again, they gotta do better? Man, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. At some point, y'all gonna have to stop backpedaling and moonwalking and have to actually confront what's in front of y'all. The fact of the matter is this team has not run a championship because their best player has been out. Best players have been out. Right? So we're gonna have to hold it down to the fort, man. Oh, what up, Unc? We got Thomas. What's good, y'all?
What's good?
What's good, Sean? What's good?
Other guy ain't
What
ready
you
to go.
got?
Who is that? Other guy ain't ready to go.
That's Unc.
My bad, my mic was off. I ain't even
Hey,
know. I ain't know my mic was off. I'm sitting here talking and my damn mic was off. What's up, nephew?
What's
What's
good,
going
Unc? What's good
on?
hey,
with you?
BJ,
What's going on
I
with y'all?
got sound issues. I'm gonna
I
exit
mean,
and enter back in.
I told y'all all the
Yeah. What? Go ahead, Unc.
okay. I told y'all all the time, man. All my life, I'm a fan. 2, 3, 5, 6 teams, and I never done that. But sometimes now I'm speaking of this new era. Sometimes you hear shit. You know when people cap, you know when people having fun. But something. Look again. If it's Lakers fans, we get them. We get the hatred. Lakers fan, because that's vice versa. That's the same way y'all feel about Lakers. So anything true Laker fan, not these Brownyites and all that, but a true Laker fan said, you understand it. You know what I mean? As a Clipper fan, you get it. Hey man, we can have that fun all day long. But that ain't no more beating around the bush. This Mookie really has. I don't know. Sometimes I think Kawhi took his girlfriend or something. I know Kawhi don't know this bum, but sometimes I think now all of a sudden Kawhi must took his girlfriend or talk about him, or somebody didn't want to give him an interview. Something went on where all of a sudden this attack on Kawhi now, when he was a Kawhiite. You know what I'm saying? This mystery attack on Kawhi now all of a sudden, this mystery attack on Clippers all of a sudden now that you Tatum, you fell in love with the light skinned bum who never won nothing, never did. I
Nothing.
don't know. I
Traded Kawhi in for Tatum.
just turned it with the Clippers. Mookie never
Hey, is Big
was
Tone
yeah.
breaking up or is it my phone?
Nah, he breaking up.
I think you're breaking up, Unc.
I think it might be your phone, bro. Oh, it's me?
No,
Is it me?
you breaking
I
up.
think it's you. I
It's
think
you,
it's
Big
you.
Tone.
Let me
It's
hold
you,
on,
buddy.
because I might got two things up at once. Yeah. Okay, how y'all hear me now?
You
Oh,
sound
you
better.
Everything
good.
good now?
You good.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
I had two StreamYards up. I was setting up mine and I still had it up. But yeah, this Mookie thing, all of a sudden now he hate Kawhi. All of a sudden Kawhi is done. Now all of a sudden Kawhi's 34 points. What was it? 12 or 18 or something like that, almost 50%, 60% last night. Now that don't mean nothing. Now all of a sudden that's one game. I mean, so then now all of a sudden you just three streams ago, you called James Harden everything but a child of God. Now all of a sudden Kawhi getting his rhythm back, playing good. You loving James Harden just so you can attack Kawhi. I'm trying to find out what the fuck is
What do you do?
Yeah,
do?
what happened here?
I don't know, Unc.
Because
don't.
with Mookie, Kawhi did no wrong. We know how we used to get on Mookie with Kawhi and everything. Now all of a sudden, bro, what's going on here? Now you in love
I know
with
what
James
it
Harden?
is.
Well,
I know what it is.
somebody explain to me, because I'm not a fan of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not Clipper. I don't know. But I find it strange. I just find it strange from the outside looking in. All of a sudden, this motherfucker making these videos, Clippers. Then you even bet Clippers don't make playoff. You betting that Clippers don't make playoff, and then you're going against Kawhi. So yeah, somebody help me out. I just wanted to throw that in there, man. I find it strange. Something personally must happen.
BJ, you talking about the same dude to be begging me to come on his show so I can make his show better?
That's him. Okay, yeah.
So here, Kawhi hater now.
Oh yeah. And trust me, Mookie. Mookie was we almost put him in a category with the Bronnites when it came to Kawhi.
He was.
So now all of a sudden, I mean, after 1 year, because James Harden over there. Now you just made 2 videos ago. You called James Harden everything but a child of God. Now you praising James Harden. Well, I mean, but I've been telling y'all, everybody who's been listening to my stream, Mookie been a hypocrite and just the boy is a pathological liar and a hypocrite. Now he turning into this clickbait thing. Because to me, that's at the end of the day, I think that's what it is. It's coming down to a clickbait thing now.
Right.
It works.
No, real fast. I'm gonna let everybody else go. But now to answer your question,
Go ahead.
The reason why Mookie doing that is Ticket TV.
Okay.
So basically, it's like, okay, I'm gonna get in front of, because Ticket. This whole if y'all know y'all history with the whole Ticket going after the Clippers, it's for 2 reasons: because of the bubble and because of the show and Mookie. So Mookie looking at it as, okay, Ticket always come at me, right? For always, making an excuse for the Clippers. So now Mookie looking at it as, well, let me jump in front of everything. See, Mookie want the Clippers to win. That's why he celebrate when we win. But when they lose, so basically, Ticket can never come back and say, okay, you never came at the Clippers when they lost. That's all Mookie doing right now.
And that's the same thing Ticket doing with Kawhi. I mean,
that's all it is. That's all it is.
Same thing Ticket doing with Giannis. Everybody used to get on him about Giannis.
Right. That's all it is.
Now all of a sudden, he making these videos.
So you can't say, well, you never did.
You can't say I never.
Right. That's all it is. Hey, like I tell people, man, when you know people, you know how to deal with people. That just is, man.
So you betting on
you know how people move, man. So no, that's all that is. So Mookie wants the Clippers to win so he can talk his shit, but he's just doing this so you can't come back and say if they don't win or if they don't make the playoffs, you can't say, well, he didn't do this, because he's gonna say, well, I got videos of coming at the Clippers. I got videos saying they're not gonna make it to the playoffs. That's all it is.
So he placing his bets on both sides.
Yeah,
that's all it is. You playing both sides. You playing both sides.
That's what he's doing. Yep. That's
Yeah.
what he doing.
That's crazy.
Let me go to Sean real quick, and I'm gonna go to OC. Let me go to Sean real quick.
What's good, Tom? What's good, OC Love? What's
What's
good,
up?
BJ? What's good, really?
What's happening? What's happening, nephew?
All right, so I be busting Ty Lue ass, right? I be busting his ass. All but down the stretch last night, that man coached a flawless game. So I gotta come on here and I gotta face it and give him his damn flowers. That play calling last night, the offensive play calling, every time they knew Zubac was killing both of them boys. I think one of them might be foreign or something. I don't know his name, number 7. It's a bonus. They couldn't handle Zubac, and with Ty seen that, they started feeding Zubac every chance they got. That man was dunking on everybody. Zubac ever since T-Man got in the starting lineup, this man Zubac has been a damn dog, and ain't nobody talking about it. But I give Ty Lue his flowers, man. Like, that right there is, if that Ty Lue shows up in the playoffs. Oh, first of all, he got to show up in the regular season. Won't be no playoffs. But y'all know what I'm saying. If that Ty Lue shows up, the play calling, he used all his players and he used them at the right time. And it's only one game, so we got to see. But it looks like him getting on Harden's ass saying, hey, man, insert yourself a lot more. Last night was the Harden game, the Harden offense. And here's the scariest part of what the LeBron fans, Laker fans are terrified of. Ticket, Mookie, whoever these cats are that y'all speaking on, that be over here hating on y'all show. And I can only assume they go on Big Tone's show hating because they scared of Jimmy Butler too. I can only imagine. But this offense right here fed everybody last night. And it started with James Harden showing you why he's James Harden. Right? And then late down the stretch, this is what I think Kawhi been wanting the whole time when he started asking for Lowry and Van Fleet. We finally saw it last night, a true point guard who pulls the defense 30 foot from the basket, which when the Zubac rolls, it created a huge problem down the stretch. And shout out to Zubac for not traveling, not double dribbling, not panicking. Every time they try to trap James Harden, and they're not going to try to trap, this is the difference between Harden and Westbrook. They're not going to try to trap Westbrook 30 foot from the basket because no threat out there. Harden's a threat, and they knew they had to trap dude. So they let Zubac roll. Here's another shout out to Ty Lue. As much as I defend T-Man, this the one game, I'll get on T-Man a little bit. In the fourth quarter, T-Man had a couple open shots because Harden hit Zubac. Zubac dotted T-Man in the corner, and there was a couple shots where T-Man should have shot it, but he didn't. But here's a shout out to Ty Lue. He put T-Man in the other corner and started putting Kawhi in the opposite corner. Now Sacramento had to pick their poison. You trap James Harden, or you give up the rolling dunk to Zubac at the rim, you can't stop him all night, or you force Zubac to be a playmaker. And this is what they should have done to DeAndre Jordan the other night. If they would have trapped Reggie off of that, DeAndre would have had to become the playmaker that Sacramento made Zubac do. Big shout out to Zubac. He planted his feet. He made the right accurate skip pass every time across to the other corner. He didn't turn the ball over. He didn't panic. None of that shit. DeAndre Jordan couldn't do that. And that's where Ty Lue failed the other night. He should have trapped that, or he should have went zone, and it would have killed all. Because when Reggie come off the pick, dodging one guy, there was another guy standing there. Then when DeAndre Jordan rolled, he rolls into the zone sitting there, and they bump him in the paint, and there ain't no such thing as a lob. Ty Lue holds the L for that. But last night, Sacramento, Coach Brown did what Ty Lue should have done. He made Zubac a playmaker, and everybody wants to hate on Zubac. You got to get that man's motherfucking flowers last night. He made the perfect pass every time, coming downhill, wide open, and he had all the opportunities in the world. Dribble the ball off his foot, fumble it, get a charge, travel. He had all the opportunities to make all them mistakes as what a center would do in the middle of the court. I was impressed. This James Harden and Zubac shit going to get more deadly as long as they keep using it. Now, here's the other thing. Ty Lue gets 98% of shout out last night. I didn't like down the stretch how he kept allowing Kawhi and Terrence Mann to switch so damn easy off of Fox. Fox got to switch, and then he goes into the paint. Now, Fox is going to get some buckets on good defenders. All right? He's going to get buckets on good defenders at times. But you can't get him. He went, man, when Westbrook was in the game, he was attacking that dude. When he went at, he tried to call out Harden every time. He kept trying to get the switch on Harden. And Ty Lue and T-Man and Kawhi was giving up easy switches for Fox to keep getting in the lane. That man had like, 6, 7, 8, 9 free throw attempts in the fourth quarter. That's the only reason it saved him for the league going back to 20 once the starters came back in the game. But shout out to Ty Lue, man. I've been on his ass. I've been on his ass. No homo shit. But I've been scolding this dude for the longest time. That offensive play call last night was the masterpiece we needed. And here's the other thing. Now let me get to the haters. All they want to talk about, you ain't beat nobody this, you ain't beat nobody that. All right. I noticed one guy in the chat right now. He wants to keep reverting back to 2020, 2021, 2022, right? So if y'all want to go back in history, then don't stop me when I'm about to tell you what I'm about to tell you. The last 19 games, this shit goes back to last year. Since y'all want to keep hating back to last year, y'all want to talk about Kawhi ain't done nothing. He's only been hurt. All right. Terrence Mann in the starting lineup, the Clippers are 15-4. Because he's able to guard multiple people, not just the damn point guard. And you want references to it, you go to Phoenix Suns. They was trying to put KD on Terrence Mann. They tried 8ing on that shit. He was holding his own. Right? Last night, Harden been playing good defense. Last night, Harden was a weak link down the stretch. They kept picking on him. But here's the whole key to counter that. Play the right players at the right time, spread the floor, and Harden, even though he wasn't scoring, he drawed so much attention so far from the basket on that pick and roll, it opened up a wide open court, and Sacramento couldn't do shit. They either had to leave Kawhi open the corner and sag to stop Zubac from dunking on everybody, or they pinched the corners. I mean, they pinched the corners. Zubac was making the right passes. That's the offense that the whole fucking league is terrified of. You saw it last night. Now we done beat Dallas, number 3 seed, and then you had Hearn come on here and say we don't believe in Dallas. Y'all didn't beat nobody. But wait a minute, Hearn. You said we didn't beat nobody because they wouldn't rank high. Beat number 3 seed. Then after beat number 3 seed, you said, well, they ain't real. Go beat somebody like Sacramento or somebody like that. All right. Now we don't beat Sacramento. 2 top teams in the West that's gonna be this year. And Sacramento had to get healthy, right? They'll be up there. Beat both of them. We got them again this week. We got Golden State coming up. But here's the thing. We got to get on a winning streak to jump up in that damn top 5. But I'm gonna let the Realers go or OC, whoever's next. Shout out to Ty Lue, man. That was a masterpiece offensive play call last night. He still kind of wants to switch that shit on defense a little bit. But what you seen last night is the whole fucking reason. Ticket, Herm, and I guess this guy Mookie. And let me give y'all a story on Mookie. Mookie been DMing me a lot on Instagram. I didn't even know this dude. I didn't even know he had a channel. He came out of nowhere. I guess he heard me on this channel, begging me to come over there and kind of speak on his shows all the time. Just, hey man, come on, man, come on. I'm sure he DMs other people, so I ain't going like I'm special, but I didn't know he was like that. So I'm glad the Realist and some of the other cats know that that this guy was, and Big Tone had known this guy used to be a Kawhi lover, and now he's a Kawhi hater trying to dick ride Ticket. So it sounds like it's a whole lot of dick riding on Ticket over there. But here's the whole thing about Ticket. Them boys know come playoff time, they run into that fucking white and blue team. If Ty Lue ain't an idiot, they know they gonna get fucking manhandled that whole series, and they're lucky if they don't get swept. But that's what's gonna happen. But I'll let somebody else go. And one last thing though, I'm trying to catch everything I want to say. Fox can score on most people, but there's still too much switching going on. But he had 12 points from Terrence Mann last night. I remember 2 points. He had a fadeaway on Kawhi in the fourth quarter, early in, right when Kawhi came back. So that's that's a few points on them. But most of that shit that Fox was doing is we switching too easily. And I think that's the same complaint everybody had back when we was facing Luka. But I'll let y'all go.
Good soliloquy, my guy. As y'all come in here, smash that like button, hit subscribe, hit the Cash App. Shout out to my man Pagan180 for the $20 donation this morning. Appreciate that, my guy. If y'all want to hit the Cash App, it's right there on the screen. $ BJ Matthews. But let's go to my man OC. What's good, OC?
Salute, y'all. What's up, man? I agree with what Sean was saying, man. I think Ty Lue coached a good game last night. I like the way Harden came out aggressive. You know, I agree that that's what everybody's scared of, us getting that offense right. Because I think our defense is starting to work out its kinks, because once you put T-Man in the starting lineup, that helps Zubac be the better player he can be. And you can shut down that paint. You don't get so many easy drives into the paint. Yeah, for sure. I think we played a good game last night. And I think the biggest key to that game last night was we weren't turning the ball over. We came out with good energy. You know, we was knocking down our shots pretty good. I thought we played well last night. We gotta bring it again tonight, but you know, I think it was a good start last night.
OC Love, what do you think about Kawhi? Kawhi's doing the same thing he did last year. It's like he's starting to get that bounce back the past 2 games. We ain't seen that bounce all season.
Right. I told people all these people was talking about Kawhi washed, Kawhi, he don't look like the same. Then you had some people talking about Kawhi hurt. Man, that's a bunch of bullshit, man. He did the same thing last year. And, you know, he just kind of rounded his way into the shape he want to be in. You know, like, of course, you know, people forget about it. He just came off a little minor surgery this offseason, so he didn't get a chance to be in the kind of shape he wanted to be in. So
I forgot about that my damn self to the other day. I was like, damn, I forgot he had a little cleanup going on.
Yeah, so he just now starting to get in the shape that he want to be.
That man was dunking all over everybody last night, blocking shots. See that's the Kawhi that I was telling the realist. That's the Kawhi that might possibly save Ty Lue's ass this year, because if Kawhi goes into superhero mode, bro, they ain't nothing nobody can do about it. And if he does that, that's gonna make Ty Lue look even better. Even though I give Ty Lue his shout out last night, but that man Kawhi, bro, was running through motherfuckers last night.
Yeah, well,
right. Yeah, I don't have much to say, because I figure I kind of knew they was gonna win. Like I said, they was gonna get up for this game as usual, you know.
Yeah, I give the realist credit for that. I remember he said
my whole thing is we gotta, cause let's be honest. And I get it. The Kings, they play they the new version of Golden State without the championship. They play fast, small, but we are a better team than the Kings. Okay, so like I say, come out there and beat these boys and get it over with. We got to win tonight, and I know we on that end of the back to back. I want to see the Clippers, because see, last night didn't mean shit to me, because I knew they was gonna win. I knew they was gonna come out and win. I want them to win tonight and win Saturday. That's what I want. Win tonight and win Saturday. Let's get over 500. Because see, we win tonight, we at 500.
Right.
BJ wanted us to be over 500 in the month. Well, today's the last day of the month, so we know that ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So win tonight, win Saturday.
Facts.
That's what I want, man. And I'm glad, you know, Thomas came in and gave Lou his because I was gonna give you some shit today, Thomas, but I said, well, fuck it, I can't even give you shit because you came in and gave Lou his credit. But
Yeah,
I like that
I
too.
ain't never gonna be phony.
I like that Lou because basically what Lou mindset was, we the better team than y'all. Y'all adjust to us. We ain't gonna adjust to y'all. We gonna make y'all adjust to our style play. And that's what he did. You know, like I say, feed Zoo, man. Feed the center, man. Even though Zoo at time make me look, he be looking kind of nervous at time, look kind of clumsy at time when he catch that ball, but he was looking good last night. He was playing with force. You know, because you hear people all over the internet saying, "Man, can we win with Zoo being our starting center?"
Yes, we can.
Oh, you got to show me.
Hey,
I
man,
think we can. I truly believe we can. If everybody show up and be the players they can be, I think we can easily win with Zubac as our center because we got some good guys to back him up, and I think T-Man make him a much better center being in that starting lineup.
So what's up with Norman Powell?
I don't know yet. It didn't look good last night, but he did walk off the court on his own power though.
He was fine, and he did walk off the court with his own power. I think he's fine. He didn't need no. Like, you remember when Kawhi, Paul George, some other people walked off the court, and they had 2 or 3 people carrying them off the court.
Yeah, he wanted to stay in the game actually.
Yeah, he wanted to stand again. Power's fine. The PR team said he's fine. I saw the tweet last night. They're gonna
Oh, okay.
reevaluate today just to double check. But
Right.
they had just another just another shout out for Ty Lue. That man played Kobe Brown for some extended minutes last night.
Yes,
And
I did like seeing that. I did like
I
seeing that.
like seeing that. I like seeing that. That man is long, athletic. He ain't scared of
Yeah.
nobody. And,
They
and,
say
And
and his
he's young. And he's
and
they
he's
say
young.
young, and he's
Tyloo
young,
said
and
he gonna be in.
his jump shot, the realest look smooth. It don't like his no glitch in it, nothing. That I liked
No,
his
he can
release,
shoot.
even though that second shot went in and out. That man got a good release, but he came down on Barnes. He fouled Barnes real hard on a busted coverage play.
That's all right.
And
I take
Barnes
that.
fell back.
That's
Barnes
Right.
just
fell
being
back into Powell. That's how Powell got hurt.
Yeah, I seen it.
that's just being young and anxious. But
Right.
Tyloo did
Yeah,
say he gonna
that's a good foul though. That's a good.
But no,
You know what fouls
that's
I
why I
hate?
say I say I like that foul. I want mad
Yeah,
at that foul.
I hate the fouls where you let the man get the and one because you just want to
There you
reach in
go.
there. And,
There you
right.
go.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, the hell with that
Because
shit. If you gonna
they
foul
gonna call
somebody,
the
bro, put
foul
them on the
anyway.
line.
Right. You talk. If they get the foul, don't make sure they don't get that shot off.
Right.
Yeah, that's a loss. That's a lost art in today's NBA, man. With all these bullshit ejections and take fouls and clear path fouls and flagrants and they took all the that. See, that's why I don't like talking with new kids because they don't understand what the NBA has done to benefit ESPN and Fox. Like carrying the ball, these hop step plus a back step, and these long ass damn euros to 4 or 5 steps. Oh, it's a clean play. It ain't no travel nonsense. The NBA makes the game different, but
They made
that
it
was a
easy for the
good
offensive player.
hard foul last night. And back in the day, that would have been an easy foul because they fouled harder than that. But that was a good, hard, clean foul. He didn't hit him in the head. I like that shit.
Right. No, but Tyloo said he gonna be in the rotation from going forward.
You're right. I read that too. You're right. But like I said, man, maybe Ty Lue turns this around. Ty has potential, but what we've been seeing the bullshit for so long, it's like we lost faith in the potential.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the realest if I scold somebody, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna give them their flowers when time to give them their flowers. I think it was a couple games ago, Westbrook outplayed Harden. And I told BJ that. So Westbrook outplayed Harden. Shout out to Westbrook. But last night it looked like Harden had finally got the memo. Insert yourself. When that man started going over there and trying to get the ball from Kawhi and Paul George at half court late in the game, that told me he knew what time it was. Maybe he's starting to get a grasp on things. because that pick and roll so far from the basket that's too much space to allow Kawhi, Paul George, and T-Man to operate. And as much as I got on T-Man, he did have two crucial attacking the baskets. He had an and one and a layup late in that game to kind of close off a run Sacramento was playing. So he should have shot the ball a time or two, but he did have some good plays late in that damn game that kind of killed off the runs. And one of them was an and one, you know. But hey, maybe Ty Lue's getting it, brother. 15-4. T-Man starting to play more. Harden starting to get the ball more. Maybe there's room for some potential of Ty Lue getting a grasp on this damn offense and defense. But 15-4, brother, kind of speaks for itself. There ain't no arguing that. And you can't say, let's go. No, we're not going to go back to last year or whatever, because you do have to go back to last year, because they was the 8th seed, and when T-Man started, they shot up to the 4th seed, and they was like 1 or 2 wins from the 3 seed. And they was on a 10-2 run, and they beat Golden State. They beat Phoenix. That's 2 playoff teams. You can't take that away from them. You can be mad all you want to, but you can't deny this 15-4 run. And it should be more than that if we hadn't fell asleep versus that shit they was doing with damn DeAndre Ayton and Reggie Jackson.
That's a fact. No, man, we gotta come out and do it again tonight, man. We gotta keep that pedal to the fire and come out and jump on Golden State tonight. We need to bring that same energy. We don't need to come out waiting for them to react and on that reaction shit. We need to come out and smash the gas on their ass. We need to dictate the game from start.
Yeah, and this is another thing about T-Man that's an advantage. Games like this, who wants Kawhi and Paul George playing all those minutes and come out here and chase around little Steph Curry for 45 minutes? Nobody wants that. You got to have a point of attack defender. This is the benefit of having Terrence Mann on the team in the starting lineup. He'll be chasing Steph around. That way, Kawhi and Paul George can kind of get in their rhythm, get their legs under them, and then you can make that switch later on in the game. And Ty Lue did that last night. He went with Kawhi late in the game, because I'm not saying T-Man has to guard certain players for the whole entire time.
No, we get it. No, he just lessened the load on them, and you need guys like that.
Yeah, man. Alan said, great work. Please load no management tonight. Appreciate the $1.99 donation, my guy. Anybody else want to send y'all love? Make sure you guys hit that super sticker button, and also the Cash App. So what y'all think about tonight? How y'all feel about tonight?
I think it should be another win, man. If we come out and have the same energy, like I said, we got to dictate it from the start. We can't be a reactive team. I don't like when we're a reactive team. I like when we dictate. I don't like trying to catch up all the time. We need to come out and jump right on their ass.
Right.
Just like we did tonight.
Golden State gonna be desperate tonight, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's my only thing. That's one of my biggest things. We have too much talent on this team, man. For us not to, for a team not to, for us not to be forcing teams to adjust to us. Exactly. We adjusting to other fucking teams.
Exactly.
Right. It goes into rotations and personnel. Like I said, shout out Ty Lue, man. He seems like he's coming around, but hey, it's easy to focus on the whole season and be a hater, like the ticket lovers. And keep in mind too, y'all, when y'all go over there, and I'm gonna say this real nicely, but when y'all go over there and y'all click, y'all realize when y'all click on their videos that y'all helping their pockets out, right? See me, I ain't going over there. Yeah, y'all be telling me what they say, but I don't care what they say. But
Thomas, I get where you're coming from, man. But at the end of the day, man, well, like you say, Thomas, this shit is just some YouTube shit, man. We ain't taking it to heart, man. Well, you shouldn't take it to heart, And like I said, me and Tinky was actually texting this morning, right? Sending each other messages on YouTube. And he was calm as ever. Because, like I said, when you know people, you just know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
But you think,
Well,
like you said, the
I ain't
realest.
going over there because one, it sounds like they got terrible IQ over there. But y'all also got to remember, a lot of followers don't mean your content is great. You got to remember today's era, this new generation where the devil's kicked in, and a lot of the world, people love toxic, they love drama, and they love negativity, and love hating. They love that more than they love positivity, right?
No.
So
Hey,
that's why these guys, I watched, I think it was Mookie. I was watching his shit, bro. He only had like 600 viewers in there, and the man had thousands and thousands of followers. These guys buying followers, this and that. I'm not putting no penny in their pocket, because the way the realists be talking, what these guys are saying tells me they got terrible IQ. Tells me they are fucking terrified of the Clippers. It tells me they're terrified of Kawhi Leonard, and that's a great intro by BJ. But none of this shit matters outside of Kawhi. These boys are terrified. They seen what happened to KD in the playoffs. They seen what happened in 2019. These people, and they trying to ride that game 7. People fail to realize Kawhi was great game 5 and 6, and he still lost because of Doc Rivers. So you can't just go in there and pick out one game because you want to pick. These guys are terrified of fucking Kawhi Leonard. They are terrified of him. That's the only reason they say this shit, and they want the realists and Pagan or whoever be over there. They want y'all to turn against Kawhi because they terrified. That's the only reason they talking the way they talking. Because anybody knows that when you watch Kawhi last year, when he got his legs up on him, he took off and it was destroying people. You watched him in the playoffs when he put in Terminator mode, he was destroying people. You
oh,
watching this year, like
they'll
you
never
watching
admit
this year.
they don't want to see us get our shit together, man.
They don't want to see it. They're terrified of it. The Clippers on a 5-2 run since they put Terrence Mann in the starting lineup and Harden in there. They're on a 5-2 run. They beating playoff teams. They say we ain't beat nobody. We beat them. We the only 2 games we lost. We shouldn't have lost. But guess what? I've seen Denver lose games they shouldn't have lost this year too. So we on a 5-2 run. We're on a 15-4 run with Terrence Mann at the point of attack. Motherfuckers are scared. They hating, so they trying to overshadow the 5-2 and the 15-4. They trying to overshadow that shit with negativity. That's saying, Kawhi's washed. Anybody that knows basketball, bro, knows what time it is when Kawhi cranks it up. They can say what they want to say. They know what's coming, and they fucking scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. And I think attest to this too with this Heat. They I kind of look at the Heat the same way as us. Like they just get the same amount of backlash from the media. They don't get the
Yeah, because
respect.
Jimmy
They
got
have the results. But the Heat,
that kind of willpower when he get into the playoffs. He kind of turn it up.
yeah,
That willpower.
but Miami has been the best team in the East for the last 3-4 years. All you keep hearing about is Boston, Philly, Milwaukee. Miami done beat every one of these teams. Still don't get their respect.
Nope. And that's because we and the way we did it. It ain't, we don't look for stars, as they always say. All that star or shit.
Hey, Big Tone, how do you feel Miami should have adjusted in the finals? If they play Denver again, what do they need to do to counteract what the hell is going on?
Oh, we'll beat them, bro. Again, Jim. See, this was saying, and y'all know me. I ain't really no hurt guy, but play the hurt game. But I get tired of everybody else using it and me try to be fair and coming from the real basketball point of view where I come from. No injury excuse and all that. But
Right.
I'm in a new era, so I'm gonna do the new era thing. Just like I gotta accept the new way of basketball that you young guys that they play today. This soft ass basketball. I gotta accept it. So now I just accept the fact that everybody use injuries as excuse. So I'm gonna do mine. If we had Tyler and Victor, which is 34 points that was taken off the table by them being hurt, we would have beat Denver this year. See, that shit makes a difference. When you
It
got
does.
a guy averaging 22 points a game, like Tyler was last year, and Victor, who in the last 5-6 games that he played before he got injured, went up to 18 points a game. That's and then Victor defense never faltered. So his defense was even when he shot bad on offense, his defense never faltered. So that's another trait that's on the two players that's on the table, man. That's there that could have helped us out when Max Strus went 0 for 10 and everything, and forced him to play them. See, so with them two guys out, and then Jimmy ankle out there looking like a baseball, but yet he's still playing. We still was giving them hell, even though they beat us. So I think if Jimmy was healthy before he got injured in the next game, if Jimmy was healthy and we had Tyler and Victor, we would have gave him hell. I believe we would have beat him. And this year, if we was to meet up again, but let me be real with you, them ain't even getting back to the Western Conference Finals, bro. Them ain't getting back to the West Conference. I don't give a damn what you say, and I'm willing to put money on it. See, that's one thing about me with all these haters. See, I back mine up with money. Okay, if you feel like that
Fucking
you
right.
this or that, let's bet it. Because see, I don't just talk it. And I'm willing to bet any of these Denver gogglers. Denver, it was just their time. It's same way with Milwaukee in 21. It was just their time. The right situation took place. Damn near the whole NBA was injured. Especially damn near the whole East was injured when Milwaukee went through and got that championship. And you know why I know? Because they ain't been back since. That's the same way with the fluke shit in 2020 with Lakers. Yes, it was a fluke. How you say a fluke? Okay, have they even been back since? No, nigga, it was a fluke. There you go. Because you ain't judged by
they couldn't even get to the playoffs before the
they couldn't
before
even
the
get to the playoff. Exactly. You're not judged by getting there the first time, because situations can just be in your favor, just like it do. Situations can be in your favor. It's getting back there, whether even if you lose, but getting back there that next year, that's a testament to the team. Because anybody can win that one. Again, look at Toronto. They got there that one time, ain't never seen nothing since. I don't care who was on the team. They ain't never seen nothing since. So you gotta, what I'm saying, you gotta get back there. And I'm telling you, and another thing with this Jokic book, I am so sick of this motherfucker. And it's very clear. Without Murray, you ain't shit.
Bingo. I'll be saying that
Without
over here,
Murray,
Tom. You keep it on your channel. I'm keeping it over here. We both on the
yeah,
same page. I ain't
yeah.
hearing that shit. I ain't buying
I
that
ain't
shit.
trying to hear it. I
Big
ain't
Tom,
trying to hear it all.
you old school like me. You know damn well stats don't win nothing. Stats don't get you
Ain't
nowhere.
nothing.
But and you got two examples. Jimmy Butler he don't get no whole lot of stats, but hell, he end up in the final. Then you got
Exactly.
people like and I'm gonna pick on some of the Clippers players. You got people like Harden, people like Westbrook. At least Harden made the West Conference Final by himself, but he still had all them stats. Joker had all them stats when
Yep.
Murray was out, and they was going home round one. A
Yep.
lot of players get a lot of stats, but why they can't win with them same stats? And then when they lose, Big Tone, you know what they say? Oh, they needed more help. Wait a minute, you was calling
Yep.
the dude the best player in the league and had him going to the finals just 3 months ago. But all of a
You
sudden, when them
supposed to.
same stats you was hyping
Yep.
losing, you bitches is
You
making
make excuse
excuses.
for him. He need help. But and you standing
Stats
on
don't
his.
win games, man.
Not only do Jimmy don't worry about stats do regular season, Jimmy will tell you, give me anybody to play with. All I need them do is wanting to play. We'll get there. See, if you supposed to be the great GOAT they putting all these people, the Jokic and all these people, then I don't care who on that floor with him. And trust me, even when Murray's not there, he ain't got a whole lot of slouches now.
No, he don't.
He ain't got a whole lot of slouches. He got some good players around him, and he can't get it done without Murray.
Yeah, and
So
he got Mike Malone. Mike Malone's a G.
Right, but he ain't that GOAT and that leader that you think he is. And it's proven.
Yeah, I ain't big on him either.
You know why?
I'll be
You
over
know
here.
why?
People be laughing
You know
at me
why he
over here.
can't? You know he can't. You know why he can't win with all them stats? Because he don't do it on the defensive end.
He don't play no
Yeah,
defense. And
yeah.
I've never,
It's the same with Luca now. It's the same with my boy.
yeah,
I'm from Atlanta, Tone. You know that. Same with my boy Trey Young, Luca,
yeah.
Booker, KD, all them boys.
They can give
When
you
your
all
top
the
player,
offense.
when your top player don't give it to you on the other end, your other
Right.
players gonna lay down on your ass a little bit. They may not say
Eh,
it, but they gonna lay down on
Right.
your ass.
Exactly.
And you claim these people to be all this top player, star, greatest. Look, I know the lamestream media, man. They got to say they brought and paid for. They got to say shit like that. They are brought and paid for. Oh, Jokic is he? When since a one-dimensional motherfucker ever been the greatest of anything?
Never. Because
See, Big Tone, but Big Tone, this what I
what they
think with
want.
the Miami. This what I
What
think with the Heat, Big Tone. I think because BJ saying they get the same treatment as the Clippers. I think it's two reasons behind that. I don't think the media want the Heat to win another
because of
championship
LeBron.
because of
They don't.
LeBron. Now
They
I
don't.
say that because a lot of people say, well, we won before LeBron. You also have a lot of people questioning that game with Wade getting all them fouls, right?
They're gonna
So,
question everything that don't fit their
but I'm
narrative.
just saying though, they always throw
Yeah,
that in there. They
yeah,
always throw that
yeah.
in there. When you throw in the fact that Wade won without LeBron, then they say, well, look how he won.
Exactly.
He was
Okay,
attacking.
look how
And
he
it fits their
won.
narrative.
He was
So,
Yeah,
attacking.
but
That's how he got on the file.
I think the media, the little media, as we call
yeah.
it,
The
they
bum
do
media.
not want to see Miami win
There you go, Rick.
without LeBron. That's why. That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
That's a
You
fact.
know,
Oh no,
just like they
that's
don't want to see
you.
the Clippers win because they know, man, if they win, because see, the Clippers only need one championship. The Clippers need one championship and never have to win again, ever. They just need one championship. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
but no, that's why I think y'all at Big Tone. I just think
Oh no.
the media don't want to
It's
see
a
y'all
plot.
win.
This plot been every look. First of all, they didn't like LeBron the way that LeBron went to Miami. They just didn't like it. Remember, they was against LeBron too for a minute. Let's be honest. They was against LeBron because the way that him and the way he went there, the fanfare, how he made a spectacle and all that. You know what I'm saying? Which is I can agree with him on that part of it. The way instead of just I'm going to Miami and we're gonna do the best we can, boom,
Right.
and
Right.
go out there and play. No, they did all this so tickle. See, even I didn't like that. But ever since then, they made it their business. They made it their business when LeBron realized that motherfucker Pat Riley ain't these bums in Lakers, ain't this bum GM in Cleveland, motherfucker. You can't ain't no diva here in
Right.
Miami. No, you ain't
Dictating.
gonna take control of nothing. So he left, and ever since then, they just made a plot. One, they didn't like the way LeBron came, and two, they didn't by LeBron being quote unquote this so-called face of the NBA. They didn't like the way he left. So Miami got a double whammy. So everything now is against Miami. They're gonna do everything they can to make sure Miami don't win and use this. Oh, y'all ain't do nothing since LeBron left. Well, first of all, we did do something. Motherfucker, we did more than damn near probably 90%. No, ain't no probably. We did more than 98% of the goddamn NBA. We went to 3 finals.
What's up, fam?
What's up, babe? We went to 3
What's up, man?
finals.
We trying to talk about the Clippers, man. What's up with LeBron and Miami Heat, man? What's up with all
No,
this?
no.
It
Nephew
was
brought it
Well,
comparison.
up.
It was
So I was
comparison.
just giving you a saying because he said Clippers are getting the same treatment like Miami. And he gave a spectacle of why Miami was getting that treatment because of LeBron, and it's the same thing. So we was using that narrative
Yeah,
of you understand what I'm saying? We didn't
oh,
bring up
okay.
Miami like it's a
Like,
Miami.
man, we spent
yeah.
about
They
10
come.
minutes talking about LeBron in Miami, man.
Oh no. Nephew was saying they're getting the same treatment, and that's what they are. Because I was just ready to get back to the Clippers. So that's what
We've
they are.
always we've
They are
always
getting
got
the
this
same
treatment from the media.
treatment, the hatred. And you're gonna get it
Yeah.
like that. Let me tell you. You're gonna get it like that until y'all get out that goddamn building. Once y'all get out that building and start getting your own identity, because y'all identity right now is tied to LA, Lakers, whether y'all like it or not. because
Yeah.
y'all.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's the old media with their old antiquated ways of thinking.
But that's what I'm
The
saying.
Clippers been
That's part of it too.
the Clippers been
But
better
that's
than Lakers for the last 15 years.
but
So
I'm
it doesn't
saying. But
matter.
my point is,
I
listen
think
to me.
both things
Listen
are
to
true.
me. My point is because you still in that building and Lakers are one, so they take it as it don't make no difference if you beat them regular season. Lakers the only one got championships in that building, so that's what they gonna go by until
The
y'all
Kings
get
got a
out
championship in that building.
okay, but until y'all get out that building, which next year y'all will be. Now this is where the Clippers identity gonna start to form. I'm just
No,
saying.
our identity being switched. We got the building. I was just down there by the new stadium, man. That shit's bigger than the whole stadium. Take up like half of Crenshaw. It's crazy, man. Can't wait till
But
that
that's
shit
my
get
point.
popping.
That's gonna be from that point on when y'all get in that building and get out from that motherfucking crypto, whatever the new name is down there in LA, Lakers, wherever it is. When y'all get out there and getting that on now, that's where everything. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, bro. You're gonna be 100%
I was
the shadow.
I
And
think both of
You
y'all
know,
are right.
you know what the biggest
yeah.
thing is gonna come from the new building, right? The biggest thing is gonna come because you got to think about this, and this ain't excuses. This is just facts. Anybody knows basketball. Role players shoot better behind the crowd, right? When the Clippers
yep,
get
Yeah.
in their own building, their own crowd, and ain't no Laker fans over there, you know, it's all Clipper fans roaring
yep,
and raising hell.
yep.
Our role players are gonna start shooting and playing a lot better at home, which takes advantage of the playoffs when you got home court games. That's another thing we don't have.
Right.
Yep.
That's one thing. That's one thing we do. You're right. We do not have a home court advantage. We haven't had a
Mm-mm.
home court advantage in
Y'all ever
man
notice when we
ever.
go play other people in the playoffs or in big games? You ever notice how they have nobody just get hot and go to scorching on their home court with the crowd behind them, and they'll just start torching
Yeah.
up the game.
But
And
I
you
see
know
us play
why? But
better on the
it's
road.
because
I see us
the
play
crowd's behind them.
better on the road. Yeah, the crowd. But see, we play better on the road, in my opinion, because we don't have
Right.
a half court
Right.
advantage.
That's why. Yep. That's
Like
why.
And
all the
and
big.
and even if y'all was to meet Lakers in the playoff, because you're gonna be home. I mean, both of y'all gonna be home. Ain't no traveling, because you know what I'm saying. Both of
But
y'all right there.
but people don't
Lakers gonna
realize
always Lakers
people
will
don't
always have
realize
the
that the Lakers
upper
fans and
hand.
the Clipper fans are the same people. Like the people who go to them games are the same people. They're not like a different group of people.
Yeah.
Right.
One day
Exactly.
they put on Lakers shit. One day they put on Clipper shit.
Exactly.
Sometimes they even
Nah,
wear
hell
Lakers shit
nah, for
there.
real.
A lot
Yeah,
of
Is
it
that
is
true,
yeah.
man?
I see
Mark.
them. I see
Somebody
The
them.
same
verify
people,
that,
I see
man.
dog.
them. I see them in the arena. Like so I'm working with them. A lot of them same security dudes. They the same. They the same Laker and Clipper fans. They the
Yeah.
same,
It's the
bro.
same people, dog.
I expect the security. I expect the security, but I'm talking about the fans. And
Nah,
I'm
The
not
Yeah,
calling
fans
dude.
too.
I'm
you
not
still
calling
I
dude a
LA.
don't do
liar. I
that.
just
You
saying
still
like
L.
somebody verify. That's all.
You still LA at
I
the end
don't
of the
do
day.
it.
It's still LA at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
it's LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
the,
don't do
It's
it.
LA. And all they
Yeah,
it's
doing
the
is just
same people.
that's
LA.
true. That's true. That's true.
People
Yeah.
people go to
Yeah.
the Clipper games like for something to do. That's why we don't have like a home court advantage. Like people just go there like, you know what I mean? Maybe about 30% of the crowd is about Clipper fans, but most of the people go there just like something to do in LA.
Yeah. A
It's,
lot
Yeah,
of it.
that's gonna be different because you gotta look at a lot of the teams, bro. When you don't want to play them in the playoffs, you don't want to play them in the playoffs because of their fucking home aura. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when Golden State, even Sacramento, it'd be loud in the motherfucker. You know when you go to these
loud.
places, they got their home crowd, bro. That shit loud as fuck.
Yeah, our
Right.
shit. The only time I've ever seen our crowd going crazy was at Game 6 versus Utah. Like that was the loudest and hype crowd I ever seen. Even when we used to have live seating and Blake Griffin was making the news every night, top 10, like you still have the fans cheering for other teams and shit. I'll never forget when Steph Curry made Chris Paul fall. It was like the biggest thing that ever happened. The crowd was gasping and yelling like they would hit the fucking Rucker and shit. I was like, man, these finicky ass fans, that shit to piss me off about Clipper fans. But now, like you say, we get that new jerk, we get that new stadium, we're gonna have a whole new crop of fans. It's gonna
Right.
be
And you're gonna
be
get new
lovely.
fans just because it's a new stadium.
Right.
Like if you peep out the scene in LA, like I've been peeping out, like a lot of the younger kids, like they get down with the Clippers. Like it's kind of almost 50-50. Like you find a bunch of old Lakers fans, maybe 30 and up, they ain't messing with the Clippers. But like you start seeing the younger guys, whatever, you start seeing a lot of Clipper stuff, man. And it's kind of good to see.
And
You know
if
what I
we
mean?
get a
We
ring, and if we can get a ring,
Who
it's gonna be even
is
more.
this talking? Like what profile is this?
this dude.
Deuce time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up, dude? I didn't recognize your
Oh,
voice to the name.
oh yeah. I'm probably because I'm on a car phone. And another thing, did you guys notice that big office adjustment we made last night? Well, I
Speak
was
Yeah,
on.
wondering. I meant to bring that up in a chat lab before, but I was wondering why they kept running the pick and roll with Zoo. Like Zoo was not a pick and roll defender, but he started running that pick and roll with Kawhi, and that's what started getting them more legs and stuff like that. They're running that pick and roll on the wing a lot, and that was spreading. It was opening up the whole court. Paul George getting wide open threes, Zoo ducking in for uncontested shots. Like that's the kind of coaching I want to see on offense, man. Like
You talking about in kind of in the middle of the game and shit, yeah. Cause they was with
yeah,
Zubac early and late, but they was with Kawhi mid of the game.
yeah. That was with Kawhi, but they're running the pick and roll with Kawhi. Like if you ran the pick and roll with Zoo, he would set it up high, like maybe like half court or almost past 3-point line. But when they're running with a
Yeah,
pick and roll with Kawhi a lot, he was doing it on the wing, either wing. That's why he was getting on those slashes to the basket and stuff. I finally seen something from Ty Lue that I like. Like, okay, here we go, the good offensive
is that
strategy, man.
right.
And
yeah?
Kawhi
He
had
called a
that
great
bounce,
game
man.
last night.
Kawhi had that bounce, man. He had that fire in him. Like, we need that every night, man. Because you can see the team went with him. They see him turned up, see him bouncing, and you know what I mean. When they seen that, they were with all that. And the team, it's like it turned everybody up. It's like it turned Key Man up. Seemed like it had Russ and Harden, you know what I mean, a little bit extra. I was feeling that.
No doubt.
We got to get away from that damn. They need to figure out something, bro. We played too long in the fourth quarters without Kawhi and Paul George on the court. That shit seemed like an eternity.
Yeah,
And I know he resting them for the home stretch or whatever, but
I think
that fourth quarter,
he rests him too
we
long.
damn near blew that fucking lead with Kawhi on the bench.
He does rest him too long, though. Just a little bit too long.
Yeah, I don't know if he needs to rest him earlier in the game and play him more later, but that Kawhi on the bench and then he comes in for Paul George. So now when you think you're about to get both, you get one. One goes back to the bench rest for 2 minutes and then he comes back through. Cause see, Kawhi rests a long time in the fourth. He comes in for PG. PG goes out for 2 minutes and right back in. So PG don't hardly get much rest in the fourth.
Right. I think he needed to stagger 2 and 2.
Yeah, they got reckless early in the fourth quarter too when they had Harden off the court, Kawhi off the court. The damn offense was getting reckless. Sacramento was making a run. He needs to figure out a way to.
He needed to stagger 2 and 2. I think you need to have it like when you take Kawhi and Harden out, you got to have Paul and Russ in and stagger it like that. I don't think they don't need to have all three of them off the court at the same time. I don't think just one should be out there. I think it should be 2 out there at all times. Unless we just blowing some team out or something like that. I think it need to be at least 2 of the stars out there at once.
Hey, BJ.
What's good?
Hey, what time that debate gonna be Saturday?
You said what time? What?
That debate between you and Hearn.
I'm not sure the time. I gotta get with FYF on the time, but it's gonna be probably in the afternoon. So, but it's gonna be Saturday
Who
though.
channel is gonna be on this channel?
FYF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got FYF and yeah, all y'all make sure y'all tune in. I'm about to
All right,
I might do
nephew.
a 2-in-1, man. I might do 2 debates in one day. I might get Herm and Reggie, locker room dude.
Yeah, hopefully Lamont ain't being biased, you know.
Hibachi they ass.
You know how Lamont be acting all biased and shit.
Put your shirt
I know
Man,
how.
You know how that go. I be feeling like Lamont be protecting that dude.
Yeah, you do, man. Yeah, you do.
He protecting dude, man. I'm like, why are you protecting this man?
So he can keep coming to the channel. That's
Right.
all you doing.
Right.
Shit, crazy, man.
Cook their ass though, BJ.
Yeah, I'm finna fry their ass. Cause my thing with I kind of see. Cause my cousin called me last night. My cousin, he does YouTube, or he did, and he talked like an hour and a half, 2 hours last night. And I guess he had heard what happened with me and that dude, and he said he understood what Reggie trying to do. Like he got his way of getting his followers and like his little scheming. So he actually told me like how he felt about it. But that nigga Herm, bro, like he what he saying over there? What you hear over there, the realest?
Oh, I didn't really stay on. Mass over there capping his ass off now, but ticket influenced that. I'm like, y'all be letting I'm like, y'all be letting ticket green light y'all like crazy. I mean not gaslight y'all like crazy, man. Like really?
They
Like
love following ticket though.
I'm like, man. But yeah, like you say, Mass on the same shit. Oh, this win don't mean shit. What the fuck? Like you say, you can't win. Well, you can't win with
You
them, man.
can't win. You
You
can't
can't
win. And
win with them.
I was waiting for Ticket to pull out that video last night. Like I was like, damn. If we had lost, man, he would have made time to make that video before the game was over.
He made a video. He said the Clippers got to win again and again and again. See, and that's what me
That's
and him
that
was talking about
bullshit.
this morning. We was talking about that shit this morning. You can't win with you, man.
Yeah, they don't want it. They don't want us to get together, man. They don't want us to get our shit together.
You gotta win again and again yeah.
It'll never be enough.
It'll never be enough. And when the championship is gonna be Kawhi, oh he cheated y'all out 3 years and all that stupid
No,
shit.
If we
if they
win
win
our
the championship, it's just gonna be well. They should have won. They got a stacked team, Like I say,
right,
you
that's
can't win, man.
that's the
Like I
narrative
say,
gonna be.
if we lose, it's gonna be bad because you're gonna say they had a super team. If you win, they're gonna say, well, you had the super team. You should have won. Like I say, man,
Right.
that's how it's gonna be, man.
Yeah, man. And ain't nobody worrying about them, bro. I'm like, who are you to tell somebody what they need to do? She better, I don't be paying attention to them cats, man. Cause
Yeah.
my thing is, if you confident in your own shit, you don't worry about another man's or another team's situation. You don't. I'm not concerning myself with other teams. Not.
I see ticket. I see ticket full fledged back in this shit too.
But I get what Ticket's doing because Ticket is what he is. Like he. I mean, I caught his style a long time ago. He's up there trying to get as many supporters as possible. It's his business. But it's kind of corny how a lot of the other dudes who ain't got that type of aura trying to do it, like Herm and now like Mookie's doing it. Like, come on, man. There's other ways to get your following up, man.
All
Right.
right, see, that's my whole thing. That's why I tell her, man, you don't even got to do that. Like I said, you trying to be the new ticket TV, man. You don't even have to do that. That's not you, her. Like I say,
Right.
every day he's making a Clipper video now.
You say
And I,
what?
Every day he's doing a Clippers video. Her every day. So now it's like you are man. It just don't look too good on her part.
Yeah,
It
he
really
looked
don't
so
look too
awkward.
good.
He looked awkward
It
doing
don't
that
look-
shit, man. I'm not gonna lie, he looked awkward doing that, bro. Like I heard one stream and I'm like, this nigga don't even you could just tell he capping. He trying to follow a script. And I'm like, that just be like, man, you trying to copy somebody else's style. Like Ticket, that fit Ticket. That fits him. That's what he is. This person, that don't fit you, man. Herm, that don't fit you.
cynical.
So what's
Yeah.
the results tonight? What y'all think gonna happen tonight?
But no, though, BJ. Before I answer that question, I say you to blame for that though.
For what?
For her doing what he's doing.
I would let him in the chat.
Right.
Yeah, man. He.
Hey,
That's
look, cause
why I
look,
told you. Go ahead.
cause look, BJ, he be shouting out me and Showtime, everybody else. He was like, them some real Clippers fans, but that other dude
Yeah,
talking about you and Thomas.
yeah, cause we be on his ass, man.
Right.
Yeah, I'm about to be on that nigga ass, man. I don't be playing with that dude, man. I'm like, you on bullshit, you on cap, and you jock riding tickets. That's what we be on, man.
So basically, all them videos he's making, he's doing that because of you. That's really all it is.
Right. I fuck with Ticket. You know what I mean? That's how I found your channel in the first place. But I know I gotta have my own brain. I can't be following no nigga, man. I don't know what the other niggas be on, but I can't follow no other nigga, man.
Yeah, I ain't no. I just say I don't care how big I get on YouTube. I ain't gonna ever follow nobody else, bro. Like that just shows,
Hell no.
nigga, get your own style, man. That just shows you ain't original.
Right.
That's what that show.
Man, y'all seen have y'all seen Zubac the past 7 games, man?
No, he
But
This
been
no,
man
though,
been
but no,
balling.
though,
He ain't get
BJ.
no damn love for it.
To
he
answer
been
your
playing
question, though,
good.
man, I just think, like I say, we got to come out, man. Because, like you say, Golden State desperate too. They want to win too. Because they falling, man. Golden State not looking too right. Clay not looking right. You know, I don't know if it's because of the money. I don't know. But he's not looking too right. Right. Wiggins not looking too right. So, like I say, I want us to win tonight and Saturday. Tonight and Saturday. That's what we need.
We got
That's
Golden State the next 2 games.
Hey, who sent this?
Yeah.
Who sent the lane over here, man? This nigga ain't said one word the whole stream, and I ain't heard him. Seen him. So who sent you over here? He said all y'all niggas got this pound. Y'all must be talking about somebody else, man. I give Ticket his flowers, but ain't nobody made me. Nobody made me do shit. So I can correct your ass on that. I don't know
Nah,
who this nigga is.
this shit homegrown over here, partner.
This all grown, homie. And
It's
it's
homegrown.
yeah, I
Hey,
respect
they got the
Ticket, but ain't
flyest white
nobody
boy in the
made
country
me.
over here, motherfucker. That's why
this
everybody over
man
here.
do a nigga
Nah,
got a
I'm just playing. I'm
monopoly
just playing.
on.
Y'all over here quiet as hell on the chat, and then somebody want to make a comment out of nowhere, say somebody got something from man.
Hey
Better get the fuck
BJ,
out of here.
they say Ticket got a monopoly on panel shit now.
Nah, man, Ticket is respected over by me, but hey, Ticket didn't make me.
For sure.
Hell no.
I don't even know who the hell
No,
Ticket
on
is.
some
Fuck
real
him.
shit. On
He
some real
hating
shit.
ass
On
shit.
some real shit. On some real shit. Ticket. Everybody know each other through Ticket. That's
Right.
just some real shit.
No, that's real.
So that's some real. Like I say, man. And I don't know why. Like I said,
I don't
Elanian. I
know none
don't
of
even
y'all
know
through
why
Ticket.
Elanian has to really say all that. Man, we know what Ticket holds on this YouTube shit. Because like I say, everybody met each other through Ticket.
Bro,
But
Nah,
it's just
not
it.
me. I stand alone over here.
No, I'm just
Thomas,
saying.
I
I'm
don't
just
know
saying.
nothing about
Original.
I'm
Ticket.
just saying,
I screw his
not
ass
you,
too.
Thomas, not Thomas. No, I'm not. We just saying, like the OC, OC Love, and you know what I mean, OC Love. Everybody linked up through,
Right.
going on ticket shit, and then people branch off, start doing their own little shit.
No,
But it's just a point of when you got too many guys like her doing what Ticket's doing. See, we know why Ticket do what he do.
right.
That's all
dog.
we saying.
What's the
Herm ain't
difference,
nothing but a weak ass dude
dude?
who get
Hey,
persuaded by anybody.
hey, the realest. I only talked on Ticket's stream maybe once or twice in my whole time with this YouTube shit.
Me too.
That is not. I'm not over there like Herm or Mookie or Schultz. Them niggas were over there for multiple streams. BX. I'm never because I don't understand what that type of platform is. Let's see how
Right,
loud we can talk over
right.
each other. That's not even my platform.
Yeah,
So ain't nobody. So ain't nobody.
I don't do
Nothing
the
in my style resolves. Like I said, I respect Ticket what he's done, but nigga, this is homegrown over here.
No, that's a fact, BJ. And plus, I don't do the old calling nigga out his name and shit. I'm a grown ass man. I ain't with that shit.
Yeah,
You,
man.
you,
Just,
you, you
just
know
look
you
at
know what that does, brother. You know what that shit do, man. They Herman and all them boys act and talk like that on a daily basis. Like if you get into it with somebody one day, y'all just like you had a bad day, y'all had a little spat or something. You know, kind of like you do if you're home with your wife. You come home, y'all have a little bad day. It ain't the end of the marriage. Y'all had one bad day. You know that ain't shit.
Right. Right.
But to come over here every day, trying to make people feel like that only one player on the whole team is the problem when it's actually the total opposite. And because nobody will listen to you, and you have people fact check you, and it hurts your feelings, and you can't stand it, and you start that hooping and hollering and calling people names and talking through people. But like
Right.
every time Herman come on here, you know, there's times where I'm quiet. There's time where the real is quiet. There's time where OC quiet. Mingle quiet. There's
Right.
times when people sit. But when he get on here, bro, there ain't no such thing as quiet because he don't respect nobody because he can't get his point across. He can't spin his narrative because he get fact checked and he don't like that shit. And he get his
Yeah.
feelings hurt and he started all that hooping and hollering.
Yeah.
hold on.
Right.
Let me say this. Okay, so actually, nah, my mistake. I've been over. I did a few streams on Tickets channel, like 2 or 3 streams. But look at my following, dog. I don't have like a whole like 25, 30 subscribers. Nobody sent subscribers to me, bro. Even with the guests I get on my show, man, like nothing in my show revolves is like Ticket show. Mookie's show is like Ticket show. Showtime is a little bit more calm down, but even with his guests, they got a bunch of niggas that over there just yelling and screaming. Like nothing in my show has any type of resemblance amongst them three. It's completely different.
When his ticket had Steve Curry, Rob Parker, and the big names on his show, has he ever had that?
I seen he had Chris Broussard. And I know he's had NBA players in the past. Like Ticket's a real hooper. He hoop. So that's why I say I respect Ticket. But them other niggas, like, man, dog, no, no, ain't
No, he
nobody
got
did shit
anything.
over here.
No.
Hey, you know what else? Hold on, OC. You know what else? Cuz if people leaving tickets show to come to this show, motherfucker, that means the fucking show is popping, boy. That's why they over here. So you can take you can take that dumb hating shit on and go on somewhere else. Because if OC and the realers come over here, that means this show doing something for them to come over here. Because you can't tell me all these people come over here on this show because the show lame, dummy. Like these people ain't bought. They ain't the realest OC love. I know myself, but anybody else, they can't show no screenshots of being bought to come over here. And
And
if they
most of
can,
my
tell them
most
to
of a
prove
lot
it.
of a lot of my subs are mixed. Like I got a lot of like even with today, like a lot of my stream today is like Clipper fans. Like most of them I could already tell y'all are like I say how they find my show. It's like, oh, I just found you through the algorithm. I found you through the YouTube. It's like I'm
Right.
not buying no followers. I'm doing everything home.
All
That's
you
why
gotta
it's
do is
taking
go
me
to the search
longer.
bar.
Right.
Yeah, man. So it's
Well,
like,
like I say, BJ, that's how I found you on Ticket. You know, you got up
yeah,
there and you and Ticket was going back and forth, and of
yeah,
course, you know, he went to the Ticket mode, started talking shit,
yeah,
saying, you know, what BJ stand for, blow job, you know. But
yeah,
I took a
yeah,
liking to how you came because it's like you didn't back down. You said what you said and you jumped off. I
yeah,
noticed a lot of guys don't agree with Ticket, but they don't want to go through that whole back and forth with Ticket.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And me and Ticket only had two incidents. It was on the Kareem show, right? We going at it about the Clippers, of course, by Kawhi. I think this one Kawhi was injured. And he started doing a name calling. And I told him, I'm like, man, that shit don't move me. And I told him, I said, just like you get elder respect, you don't call elder out his name. Nigga, don't do that shit. Man, I said, don't do that shit with me. Don't play that game with me, man. Y'all don't get up here and call Elder. Y'all get Elder. Y'all don't know Elder from a hole in the wall. Other than what y'all see Elder on YouTube, because he got his own YouTube page, y'all don't know this guy like that. But you
Mm-hmm.
respect him though, off the strength. You know what I mean? Off the strength. Hey, you don't know me either. And don't
right,
you ain't gonna tell me this how cats get down in no bar. Man, don't no dude do that shit in no barbershop, man. Don't
Right.
no dude do the. You
Right.
ain't finna sit here in no barbershop and call me no bitch. And you ain't, man. You ain't finna call me no bitch. You ain't finna talk about my wife. You ain't doing none of that
But
shit.
see, but
None
see,
of
but
No,
that.
see,
you
the
ain't
realest.
doing that shit,
That's
man.
why. But that's why I say you can't really. We can't keep saying it's just YouTube because when you say it's just YouTube, that gives people an excuse to act ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
fair.
why I don't give Herm a fucking pass. I don't give a fuck if it's just YouTube. Like
Right.
you said the other day, you said you starting to see what you really is as a person. I figured that out with Herm a minute ago. Like this nigga is a pick and choose type of nigga. He picks and chooses when to go at certain people and certain teams. I don't respect that. Never will. Never.
Right.
All right. I told BJ about her long man. First time I ever heard the dude talk. I said, man, he ain't even talking to me, bro. He just talking to like I don't know exactly who he's talking to, but I'm just saying he was talking to people like the real associate, like other followers, not certain names. But he just was the way he was talking to y'all. I said, man, that dude's a clown, bro. I ain't know why that dude's up here. He ain't even talking to me. He just disrespecting all of y'all, like for nothing.
Because the realest, I can already tell when the realest came on the show. The realest is a funny cat, but what he is, he a respectful dude. He stand on principle. So I can that's who he is as a person. I don't think the realist would usually do some foul shit to get some followers.
Right.
I don't think the realist would do that.
Oh no, man. No, 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 no,
Right.
man. Like I
That's
say, man, it's just and oh, if we want to take it off some YouTube shit, off some YouTube, if we want to get off the YouTube shit, the shit that Ticket's doing, that won't fly with a lot of dudes.
no.
That's just on some real shit. Now, do Ticket know that? More than like, I think he do.
I think he do too.
I think he do know that shit. I really think he Ticket is no dummy, man. He's not a dummy.
No.
So that's what I'm just saying, and that's why I said I just say when guys getting serious, oh, what I do to you? I'm like, come on, man. What's the likely me and you ever gonna cross paths? What's the likely of that?
But
Unless
nigga,
we know each
I'm fine
other.
fast. That's why I don't
You know
go
what I
with
mean?
the
So
shit.
all that extra shit or what I do to you, man, it ain't a guy in this world that I told on what I'm about to do to you.
Right.
Why would I want you to be aware of what I'm gonna do to you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Hey,
just
from
say,
the
man, let's keep that shit on. Let's just keep it at basketball, man. We can go at each other, teams.
Just
And
keep it.
that's why I really be joking with her. That's why, like this morning, I seen her
hey,
was on. I'm like, her, you a joke, man.
from a show of hands, I'm gonna let y'all decide. From a show of hands, I'm gonna let the chat decide. Herm in the chat right now for the 1500 time trying to get in. I'm gonna ask y'all first. Should I go ahead and let him in? I'm gonna let the chat one or two. One that I should let him in. Two I shouldn't. If y'all want Herm to come on,
Yeah, man. I say let him in. You know me.
all right. What about you, OC?
Yeah, you can let him in.
What about you,
All,
Tommy?
all, all he gonna do, man, is start out trying to act like he got sense and gonna end with no sense. So I wouldn't let him in. 'Cause all he gonna do argue. But y'all want to let him in? Let him in. Ain't nobody scared of that motherfucker.
All right.
Man, yeah, y'all tripping, man. Getting emotional over some shit that really don't amount to nothing in life. None of the professionals take care of either one of us. None of the professionals will look out on us if we go do some real shit. Nigga just speaking from opinion. What I see out there on the court may be different than how you view the game. End of the day, I don't think the Clippers' problem is a coaching issue. I think what they did last night proved that it is more than coaching is the issue. Because they played with effort, they played more focused, they played more as a team, and they gave more effort, and it resulted into a big win. So, end of the day, I feel like using Tyloo as a scapegoat. I just think that's childish. I just think that it's biased, and I just don't think that's the right way of thinking. If you actually watching the game and paying attention to the game itself, and like I don't even like to use clap moves. I don't like to use shit that I know personally. I don't like to do all that. But a certain shit I know personally, that's why I come from certain views and certain angles sometimes. I'm gonna say shit that people probably want to say. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna challenge niggas, cause that just I just do it for the sport of it. And the day, as a man, a real man shouldn't want to agree with a man every single thing. We not gonna agree on everything. That's why I could talk to the realest. I ain't gonna have no issue. I know the realest ain't gonna agree with everything I say, but for the most part, though, one thing I am gonna say, me and realist see the bigger picture of the Clippers' problems than what most people do. Me and the really see a lot of shit in common. My deliveries, yeah, I be animated sometimes. Yeah, I troll. I troll the shit out of you, especially if I know you in your feelings and in your emotions. That's what would make me go even further. Say, fuck it. Since this nigga taking this shit a little personal, fuck it. I don't mind egging the shit on. I don't mind fucking with you. Cause you getting emotional really for no reason. You too emotionally invested. So yeah, I'll come at you just for the hell of it. And one thing about me, and the realest can vouch, I don't run for nothing. I'ma pull up on you. You mention me, I'ma pull up on you. I ain't gonna sit up there and bag down and run. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Nigga, I challenged Ticket a whole summer and won money off Ticket the Elder because I challenged their ass for being wrong about some shit that I felt that they was wrong about. And I stood on what I believed in. And guess what? I ended up ultimately be right. A lot of cats didn't agree with my delivery. A lot of cats didn't agree with what angle I came from. But I stood on principle and I faced them niggas head on. And I ended up prevailing in that situation. I ended up being right. And I ended up winning money. But BJ, I ain't got shit against you, my nigga. If I did, I wouldn't pull up. But yeah, I do think that you let your emotions get in the way sometimes and you took shit personal to which you shouldn't took it though. But that's just me, cause I come from a background I can talk cash shit to you, my nigga, and I'll be the first nigga to give you a shirt off my back. But cause I know we just only talking about basketball. I'm that type of nigga. I don't mind talking shit. I don't mind the realest trolling me. The realest will troll me any chance he get. I troll him too. But the realest be talking cash shit about him. I don't take that shit personal. I know the realest a real man. I
But
could
no, though,
clown him, but niggas not take
I
it
give
personal.
her, I would give her that when
Hmm.
Herm first hit the scene,
Anybody want
he
to
was
respond?
going. You hear me, BJ?
I'm gonna I'm gonna hit Aaron back, Nick. Anybody want to
You hear
go?
me? You hear me, BJ?
What's the I got kicked out. What happened?
I mean, Herm,
BJ, you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
No, what I'm saying is, I give Herm that. When Herm first hit the scene, yes, Herm was going back and forth with Ticket Elder. Herm then back down. And I guess that's what's making me look at Herm different because it's like, man, Herm, you wasn't like this. You wasn't like this when you first hit the scene.
Right.
You wasn't like this, Herm. So it's like, and I get it, Herm. I get what you're doing. That's what I told BJ. I said,
Shut up.
BJ,
Like I said.
I said, BJ, Herm doing all of this because of you. Did I not just say that, BJ?
Yeah, but he said I'm in my feelings.
But that's what I'm
Uh,
saying.
Herm be
That's
the
what
one
I'm
in
saying.
his feelings.
But no, though,
Hold
BJ.
on. Let,
What
let me
Herm just
respond. Let me
stated.
respond.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Herm just stated. If I see you mad, if I see it gets to you, I'm gonna come at you more. That's what he just said, right?
This the
That's what he
problem, the
just
realest.
said. So
This the
it can
problem,
so
realist.
so.
That's cap. That's cap. He be the first one yelling through people, calling people names in his feelings, and then he trying to
Thomas,
use
you
that as an
overtalk people
alibi for his
but
actions.
you
No,
overtalk people all the
that's
time,
bullshit. I'm
Thomas.
calling cap on that.
No, you don't. You overtalk people all the time, Thomas. It been
No,
moments that
I would
you'll
talk you. You the
disrespect.
only
You'll
one I
dis.
go at like that.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You do that to other people as well.
You ain't nobody
When
on
you
here
try to
ever
get
heard
your
me
point
name call
across.
them or go at them.
Thomas, you name call me first, and I just more ignorant. I could get more ignorant, so I take it to the next level. If I know you talking a little greasy, if I know you trying to talk a little shit, and you get a little personal, I could push the envelope further I won't be bothered at all. But I know because you'll be bothered by it, I got you where I want you because I know you gonna be more emotional to it
That's
than me.
cap. That's
That's
cap.
not
Herm, I
cap.
didn't even know
That's
you. The
not
first
cap.
day I met you, I
Thomas,
said,
you
"Who is this
mentioned my
dude talking to
name.
everybody?"
You mentioned my name more than anybody on this motherfucker. I don't take shit personal that
I
you.
mentioned
I
I
think.
mentioned your
Hey,
name because I had to call you out on
the
your
only,
lies because your
the
lies get
only,
proven wrong on
nah,
the
but
court.
Thomas. But here's the thing. Here's the difference between me and you. I don't be bothered by the shit you say. I just think you delusional as hell or don't know what the hell
Right.
you're
I
talking
think that's
about.
what you
But
missing.
I
I
don't.
think that's what you missing, Thomas. You missing what
Nah,
he's
that's
telling
cap.
you.
That's
But
cap
no,
because
what you missing?
Herm goes to everybody on the channel.
The
It ain't me.
realest he
It ain't
don't
me.
get it,
It
bro.
ain't a
But
me and
no,
Herm
He
deal.
what
don't
See,
he's
get
that's the
it.
difference.
saying is, but look though, Thomas, what
No.
he's
Let me
saying
finish.
is,
Let me
what?
finish.
No,
Let me finish.
all right, go ahead, go
Don't be
ahead. I'll
trying to
let you
spin the
finish.
narrative.
Go ahead. I'll let you
When I
finish.
first got on this channel, I didn't know her. He didn't know me. I heard that man name calling and going to everybody in his feelings. And don't interrupt me. Try to say I'm lying. I'll let you talk in a minute. I never knew who the guy was. I
That's
I was
cap.
fresh to the show. I was fresh to the show. I didn't know none of y'all. Didn't know none of y'all from the holy ground. And me and BJ started chopping it up because I seen he had Instagram. Well, and I was like, hey man, who's the dude that keeps name calling everybody on your stage? Every time they have a disagreement, he gets in his feeling. He goes at everybody. I said, who is that dude? And I watched that shit happen for a while, and I noticed nobody was handling her. So then that's when later down the road, I got tired of him going at these people. So I took it upon myself to go at him because he was in his feelings going to everybody on all the channels. And y'all also told me he done this on Ticket Channel. Y'all say he does this everywhere he goes. Therefore, I know it's nothing to do with me. It's something to do with him and everywhere he goes. So don't try to make this direct personal. Just me and him. I'm just the one over here who stand up to him because BJ can't stand up to him because he's hired by an NBA team. He can't say and act certain ways because they monitor his show. So he all he can do is instead of he can let Herm talk to him how he wants to, or he can kick Herm off. And if I was him and I couldn't reply back because I was hired by somebody, I kick him off too because you're not gonna sit there and come at me and I can't reply. That's not fair for me, and that makes me look like a bitch, and I ain't no bitch. So what I have to do is, or if I were him in his shoes, I had to kick him off. But all y'all told me when I asked y'all about this man, y'all said he does this to everybody, name calling, getting his feelings all around the YouTube.
I
So that
really don't name
and
call like that.
nobody on here can
I think
say
you lying.
I go at them
I
name
can't even
calling
let you. I can't
except
even
for
let you
Herm.
get
He the only
away.
one I can say that.
I can't even let you get away with that because I don't really name call like that until somebody go there with me. And when you go there, what I'm trying to tell you, if you listen to comprehend, when somebody go there with me, I just know how to push the envelope further. A nigga ain't just go really. You talk cash shit to me.
Now, that,
It ain't too many niggas that can talk cash shit
that,
to me. It ain't too many niggas that be able to deal with that and can deal
that's
with it with a
cap, Herm.
straight
I seen
face
you
and
do
be
that to so
cool.
many people before.
No, you capping, Thomas. You capping.
I'm not
You
capping
trying to
because
put a
you can ask
stain. You trying to put a
BJ. I
stain
asked
on
who
my
the hell this dude
name
is.
and you lying. And you lying, bro. And you
Uh,
Herm,
lying.
You get on here and call everybody a bitch, a motherfucker, and all
No,
this. That you've been doing that way before I
I
know you.
so when the last time I came on a panel, Thomas, then name a time recently that I came on a panel just called you a bitch flat out.
But BJ be kicking you off. You ain't had no chance to. You better
Nah,
straighten up.
but
That's what you
when
did.
BJ let me on, when have I called somebody a bitch?
You was doing that
Recently?
all the time. That's why I started going there
No,
because nobody else would.
Thomas, I asked you a question. When the last time I did that?
All the time.
all right,
I,
well, hold on,
Let
hold
me
on.
jump
Before
in.
you respond, wait a minute, BJ. According, if you want to go off that team, Thomas, didn't you start talking wild slick at me the other day, saying I'm dick riding,
But
saying I
no,
got
no,
Hey,
no.
hey,
You
hey, wait,
started.
wait, 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 wait,
I
wait, wait,
came
wait,
in.
wait, wait, wait,
I
wait,
came
wait,
in.
wait, 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 wait,
I
wait, wait,
came
wait.
in.
Hold
I
on.
can't
Let me get it off. Let me get it off.
tell the
You
truth then.
said that, right? Wait a minute. You said that because BJ just vouched for me and said I don't even get down like that. I don't even get down like that. And when you
What
said
did
that
you
shit,
say? What did you say
when
when I
you
came
said
in? You said, "Here come Thomas with that motherfucking bullshit," and that was
no,
about the
I did.
fourth time you done that. About the fourth time you done that, and that's when
I
I
said
jumped on
no.
you.
the
When
realest
you
don't even
jumped
talk like
on,
that,
when
man.
you
The
jumped
realest
on,
Bullshit.
I
He
said,
don't.
don't
I'm gone,
go
BJ.
watch the
I
show.
said, I
Go
know.
watch the last show, then, Ern.
Look. I said, I'm gone, BJ. But no, though. At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, I just know it's more. I just know it. And I get where you coming from, Thomas, about the disrespect. if you feel disrespected. But at the end of the day, I know it's more so trolling with Herm. Because Herm this is how Herm operates. I know this your team, and I feel like coming from Herm, he feel like I know you invested in this team, and I'm gonna come at your ass because this is your team. Am I wrong, Herm?
So you saying the man that has no life wants to come on here where everybody else wants to talk about Clippers and
The
he wants to
man
argue
just
and call
sat
them
there and
names.
told you he gonna troll you. He just sat there and admitted to it,
And
man.
that's
I'm answer
exactly
with the
why
real.
he ain't
No,
allowed on the panel because we ain't got time for that. We here to talk about Clippers basketball. We ain't here to deal with a bullshit troll.
Thomas. I'm a answer what they're really saying. Basically, I can talk basketball with the best of them, my nigga. I know the game. It's just that when I know that you
Don't nobody
slide a
think that,
certain
but
way.
okay.
No. When you slide in a certain way, and when I know when it comes to basketball, you cannot 100% put everything on the damn coach like you trying to do. That's when I be like, all right, I know they
You
But
feeling
here's
some
can't
the
type of
problem.
way.
Hold on, let me jump in. Let me
you
jump in.
can't put
Let
shit
me
on.
jump in.
Hold on, BJ.
Let me jump.
The
All right.
player has won more
Okay,
rings than
man.
the coach. So you tell me.
I'm hollering at you. Tyronn Lue got rings as a coach as well. I mean, as a
Tyronn Lue
player
got
as
one.
well. No,
He got
he
one.
hey,
The
they
player
both
that you
got
hating on got two. So now what?
but guess what? But Tyronn Lue got rings as a player. He played with Shaq and Kobe. He
There's
played
all
with
kind of
Michael
players as a
Jordan.
role player to
No,
do
no, no,
something.
no, no.
Tyronn Lue
No,
wasn't even on the court.
it don't. Kawhi Leonard won as a role player. So what?
No, he won as the best player on the court.
Tyronn Lue knows more basketball than any of us on this damn panel. And you
Let
sit
me.
around here want to call him out on every
Why he
goddamn
can't
thing
get a job when he gets fired then?
because you don't understand this. You don't understand that these lack of intangibles that some of these Clipper players have, they forget all about the small things. And they done all those small things last night. That's what propelled them last night to kicking the
Yeah, that's
Kings
cause
ass.
Terrence Mann. That's cause Terrence Mann been
No,
on
it
the
wasn't
court.
because
Speaking
of
of
no.
small
It wasn't
things,
because of
and
Terrence
guess what?
Mann, Thomas.
15-4,
It was a
homie.
team effort.
15-4.
It was a team effort, Thomas. If you watching the damn game, Thomas, it was a team effort. The best players set the damn tone, and they followed suit behind the best players.
So which one
Let
is
me.
it? Is it small stuff or is it big stuff? So now
Let
you
me.
want to
Hold
hypocrite
on.
yourself. Which one you
Let
going
me
with?
jump in. Let me jump
Both
in real
things are
quick.
true.
So let me jump in real quick. So let me just address with Herm first. I mean, for me, it's not nothing bad for me as far as a sense of I don't really have a problem like anything against Herm other than this, stuff he be saying. Like I think Herm is outside of Utah. I think he a good dude. I do. I think he's a good dude, but I also think that he's influenced by Ticket way too much. Like the certain shit he be saying, he just said something interesting. He said you can't put on a damn coach. Well, Herm, how many times have you and Ticket have gone at Kawhi and PG 100% and act like it's all on them, the reason why they losing these games? Even though you say you know hoop, you understand it's a full team effort. You understand the coach has to put them in good situations. You understand that if you have a coach coaching against the team is detrimental. But you got no problem going over there on Ticket's channel and supporting that bullshit, saying that Kawhi is the all done data. Kawhi, you said this about him, this, that, and the other, and he got to get it done. PG, the same thing. He got to get it done. We hear this shit all through the media, and I'm gonna get to the big point because I know these dudes. The same people that go on him on the media as how y'all sound on these platforms, saying that Kawhi Leonard don't want to play, and he could have played through a fucking torn meniscus when you know that nigga got a degenerate knee. Now he's supposed
Joel
to go
Embiid
out there.
did twice
He's
though.
supposed to go out there and risk his whole career just for the satisfaction of y'all as the fans. That's some entitlement shit. Because if that was you and you have to deal with that every day, then you wouldn't do that. So I'm not gonna ever speak on three things on a man. I'm not gonna speak on his money, how he raised his kids, and I ain't gonna damn speak on his injury when it comes to sports. And if you said you play sports, you would know that. That's my one problem with you and how y'all handle this shit with Kawhi and these injuries. I'll be the first to say if Kawhi is a bad game, yeah, Kawhi, that you were off on the field, you weren't playing defense, you're playing it. I'll be the first to say that. But the way y'all making it sound like this nigga is personal. Like it's like this nigga gotta play through a torn ACL. He gotta play through a torn meniscus. He gotta go out there and get it done. That's some dumb ass shit. I don't care if that's trolling or not. There's certain shit you just don't say, especially when you know this dude got a degenerate knee. And then you say
BJ, I
with
hope
P,
you.
hold on, let me keep going. With PG, You came on this channel and you just basically shit on the man, saying that he ain't done nothing. He ain't accomplished nothing. He ain't, even though the man went to 3 conference finals. He's had, after LeBron in Miami, the dude was up next to take over the league, and he gets hurt. You want to say he's soft? He coming back from an injury where he damn near tore his leg in half. The shit that y'all be saying be feeding in to what the media be talking about. All the lying, all the bullshit. You see that I don't go on other people's Laker podcasts and say LeBron James, PEDs. I never even said nothing about LeBron James PEDs. But guess what? There's people in the media and there's people in organizations that can actually prove it. But you'll never hear me say on the platform. I let you come on here, Herm, all the time. I let you come on here in the chat and talk all your shit. Right? I don't ever call you out your name. I don't ever call you I don't get disrespectful with you. But the way you be taking it, bro, is too far what you be doing with Ticket, and you don't have to do that. If you have a real basketball mind, you don't have to
That's
do
my
that.
problem. That's my problem with you, because y'all think I'm influenced by a nigga that I go against all the time. What you don't know? Don't you realize that I was the first nigga to actually bring up shit about Kawhi? Ticket went against me. Take it up for Kawhi Leonard. If y'all do y'all research and do your historical view on the shit with Kawhi Leonard, I always said from the beginning since 2020, I said, man, I felt like Kawhi Leonard ain't all the way in with this Clipper shit. He ain't all the way focused like he was in Toronto that 1 year of Toronto. He
Oh, you
ain't all
picked
the
the
way.
Clippers to
He
win
ain't all
4
the way.
months ago. Cut the shit. You picked the Clippers on this show
Because
4
I
months
picked.
ago.
Now, Thomas, I was siding with the Clippers for years because I wanted to see something different, and I always want to see different shit happen in the NBA. I don't like to see repeats. I don't like to see the same players dominate the game
Man,
year in
you
and
sound
year
like
out.
Ty Lue with
So I
excuses right
wanted
now.
no, ain't no
You
excuses. This
picked
is
who you
true.
picked, then you went back on it.
The Thomas, even if I did do what you trying to say I did, who the hell cares? Sometimes facts be
That
put.
means you
Hold
flipping
on,
flopping.
Thomas.
You going
Hold
over
on,
there with
Thomas.
Ticket, and,
Hold
and
on.
that's what
The
BJ telling you.
Ticket ain't got shit to do with this. I just got
Then
on
why
Ticket
you
ass.
switch up on your pick then?
I just got on Ticket ass last night about Giannis. Y'all ain't gonna talk about that. Y'all ain't gonna talk about me. Y'all ain't gonna talk about me getting on
But
Steph Curry.
we talk about
Y'all
what
ain't gonna
goes
talk
on
about
here.
when I get on Steph Curry.
But what does that got to do with Kawhi? You
What
have
I'm saying.
you made more videos on this man than any
It ain't
other
about
team, bro.
Kawhi, but
And you
it don't
saying the
necessarily.
same
Can I
shit,
ask
No.
her
bro.
this? Let me ask her.
I can't
Her.
even
And you
Like I
can
really
vouch
said,
for
talk
that,
though, so
realist.
her.
I can't really talk
Like I
though.
said, her. Like I said, her. I've been here since you hit the YouTube world. Would you agree? Would you agree? And I'm not trying to make this about no Ticket, but would you agree? Ticket does have influence on a lot of guys on YouTube.
Yeah, on a lot of guys, but not me.
But
His
no, I ain't
family hell
okay.
ain't got no
I'm
influence
just
on
saying.
me.
I'm just saying. But
But
you
he
would
do
agree to
for the
that, though.
majority though. Yeah, for the
Okay,
majority he
now
do.
I'm finna give you an incident. Mass and VX, right? Ticket was talking because Mass' whole thing was he gonna let it play out. He gonna give the Clippers time. Mass and BX was on the show. I mean, man, Ticket was killing my man. Name calling, and man, he called that dude everything but God's child.
He called us the
The
three
next
hoes. He
day,
called us the
the
three hoes
next
the whole
day,
summer.
oh no, I'm just talking about this is a couple of weeks ago. The next day, Mass started talking shit about the Clippers. I'm like, I'll be down.
But with Mash though, for real, because I know a lot of shit he do behind the scene. Mash used to be a sports commentator though for the
Well,
Kings and
I
all
know, no,
that stuff.
I know. Like I
So
said, I mean,
he actually knows a lot of players in the
but
league,
my whole
and
thing
he
is,
actually
if it takes a man coming at you hard, see, you already, and man's go at ticket too. Just like I can vouch you, like I said, when you first hit the scene, you was going at ticket and elder. I can vouch for that. You was going at them, but and man used to do the same thing. But it's like now, just like earlier, just like last night, man. Oh, this win don't mean shit. Really? Really? Oh, this is what you on now, man? But see, and I noticed people jump on different people YouTube and change up. Man, so he'll go on Showtime shit, and he knows Showtime is a Clipper fan, so he'll be like, okay, Yeah. You know, the Clippers look good. The Clippers, you know, the Clippers just got to do
Yeah,
it. But then if
yeah.
you go on Ticket shit, it's okay. You know, Ticket want to dog the Clippers. Yeah, I'm gonna talk shit about the Clippers. I'm gonna talk shit about the Clippers. But
And
if
the real
Ticket talk
and the
shit
real
about the Suns, I'm gonna back. I'm gonna talk shit at Ticket because he trying to come at my team now.
but the real is, and you can vouch for this. Don't I argue with Showtime and Mookie all the time? I argue with them two niggas
Yeah.
all the time.
Hey,
And,
I
and,
told you. I told
let
you.
me ask you a question, Hearn. Let me ask
and
Hearn a
don't and
question.
Showtime, my nigga. I talk to Showtime on the phone every day. That's my nigga. That's my nigga. That's my partner. That's my brother. I argue with
Hearn,
him
let me
every
ask you a
day.
question.
He knows my stance on Kawhi Leonard and them. He been knew my stance, but he don't get mad at
Hearn,
me.
let me ask you something. So the last time you was on here, it was about a week ago. Well, last time I was on here to hear you. Let me say that. I don't want to lie, so you wouldn't know. I don't know if you was here or not. But you said the Clippers need to be the top team, right? Don't interrupt me. I finished my question. I'm gonna let you go. You said they need to be the top team, right? They be number 3 seed. Then you said the number 3, who the number 3 seed team was. Then you came back after they did what you said. You came back and said, all right, that don't count. They ain't beat nobody. Now they need to go out and beat the lights of Golden State, this, that, and the third, right? I mean, not Golden State. I'm sorry, Sacramento, the you know, the Denver's, this and that. So Denver said all their people. It looked like we went out there and went to sleep on them, and so now we done beat the number 3 seed, and then we done beat one of the top teams that we all know is going to be one of the top teams in the West, right? So we beat both of them in a week span. So where's your video about the Clippers doing what you asked them to do?
Thomas, that's the thing. The Clippers haven't done what I asked them to do for one. And plus, first of
See,
all,
that's
now
why
hold
BJ don't
on,
let you be capping.
Thomas. How you gonna ask me a question and I can't finish the question without you getting
Because
your
you started
feelings?
out with a lie.
I'm not starting out with a lie because they haven't done what I asked them to do. And then on top of that, for one, Thomas, also, I gave the first thing I started the video this morning, I gave the Rivers credit because the Rivers called this shit before y'all niggas did. The Rivers said, man, I bet they beat Sacramento tonight. Despite of how he generally felt about what he said for the Clippers, he still chose the Clippers to mess around and win tonight. Last night. Just off the strength, he felt like they gonna come out and play harder. They gonna come out and give more effort tonight. Just off of that alone, and guess what they did? They came out, played with some more effort and won. It wasn't because of no
It
damn
was a lot of
schemes.
it was a lot of good
No, it
coaching too,
wasn't
though.
because of no damn coaching schemes.
Yes,
It
it was.
wasn't.
Yes, it
No,
was.
it wasn't.
No,
No,
it
it
was.
wasn't.
It was too.
Yeah, yes, it was.
It,
Ty Lue, listen, you know I bashed Ty
Both
Lue, Hearn. You
phases
know I
too.
bashed that dude.
them
That
niggas just
Both
dude,
play
when that play
harder. That's
calling
all
last
they
night was
did.
fabulous.
They played harder and they got better coaching.
And Kawhi Leonard did something that he haven't done in a long time: slash into the basket, cut into the basket, getting them easy
He did
buckets that he used to get slashing.
he did that. He did that the game before.
Come on, man. I'm watching the games. I'm paying attention to the games. It's about effort with the Clippers. If they play with that effort every damn game, you ain't got to worry about inconsistencies from the Clippers. Even let's just
Yeah,
say everything. Let's just say everything you saying is right, Thomas, about the coaches. Let's just say you 100% right. Them niggas still don't put 100% effort game in and game out. But if they play like they did last night with the effort, I ain't even talking about they got to be efficient. I ain't talking about no numbers or nothing. If they just play with the effort, nigga, they got a chance to win every goddamn game they play just with the effort alone. They ain't showed
True.
100% effort all year round, and you can't sit up there and lie like they have. That's my premise. That's where I come from when I cook their ass, because I know they haven't gave 100% effort
you know
game
what
in and
that
game out.
effort is. You know what that effort is. T-Man playing over
No,
30
it ain't.
minutes and Harden playing 40 minutes.
No,
That's the
no,
effort.
they ain't got shit to do with
No,
it.
You know what
that
that
does
is.
contribute
That's
to it.
coaching.
That
They ain't got
contributes
shit
to
to
That's
it.
do with
coaching.
it. Terrence Mann
T-Man been
played 30
averaging
minutes.
20 minutes all year long. The past
Terrence
couple
Mann played
games,
30 minutes.
he kicked it up.
Terrence Mann, Thomas, just when you wrong, Terrence Mann played 30 goddamn minutes against the Denver Nuggets, and it still didn't matter, nigga.
I agree with
Is
her
that
on that one. I
exactly?
agree.
No. Hold on. I gotta stop that. Let me stop that. Let's get that correct. The Clippers were up all the way in the third quarter when Terrence Mann was in. When Terrence Mann got in
That
that
proves
fourth
my
quarter,
point. Where you about to go?
when Terrence Mann got in the fourth quarter, he was out for the first 6-7 minutes of the game, and that's when the Nuggets started crawling back because Reggie Jackson got hot. That
That's a
Terrence Mann,
fact.
there are 6-2 with Terrence Mann to start a lineup.
That's a fact.
And I also said, what about James Harden playing 40 minutes and getting more keys to the offense? That's another
Yeah.
coaching adjustment that had nothing to do with effort.
There ain't no adjustment. James Harden played aggressive because of James Harden. He's not playing aggressive because of a damn coach.
No,
James
no,
Harden
sir.
played
Ty Lue,
aggressive
no, sir.
because
Ty
of
Lue
a
said it.
coach.
Ty Lue said it. Ty Lue said it.
I agree with Herm on that. And BJ, I've been saying this shit a couple of years ago. We just got to come with that effort.
I think both things are true.
But why does the this is the problem I have.
Ty Lue went out on the public microphone in front of the whole world and said, we need James Harden starting, and this was just a day ago. He said we got to have James Harden being James Harden. That's what the coach said. That's a coaching adjustment. And you know what happened? James Harden was trying to fit in. Y'all want to give Westbrook all the credit for taking the seat back. Harden was trying to not step on nobody's toes and do things right way. Respectful grown man. And Ty Lue said, James Harden, I need you to step up more. So give the coaching his flowers. Give the coaches his flowers for asking for what he asked for before and stop acting like he didn't ask for it. Stop doing that.
He been asked for that, Thomas. You see, this is where y'all slipping at. You like to criticize Ty Lue for so-called making mistakes that you call out every time. When Ty Lue sat up there, was on the shop, on LeBron James show the shop, and he spoke about the instance when y'all went to all those overtimes against the Kings, and he told this team what he wanted them to do in that fourth quarter. Y'all need to foul, get them on the free throw line so we can go out with this victory. They did not foul. They allowed the open three-pointer, and they went into overtime. And Ty Lue said,
he also was only playing James Harden 25 minutes.
Now, hold on,
so
Thomas.
Let's talk about the minute increase.
Hold on, Thomas. Listen. In the day, Ty Lue, this is what Ty Lue said. He said, even though I know that was my player's fault, I still took the blame. Despite of what I know, I told my players what they need to do, but I still went to that press conference and I took all the blame.
What about the 26 minutes James Harden played instead of 40 like last night?
You can have the floor after I say this statement. Ty Lue, ever since he been the Clippers coach, when they went through their downfalls, when they go through their bad stretches, when they go through something that went totally wrong, Ty Lue always took his ass on that podium, and he always took responsibility for every goddamn thing that go right, that go wrong with the Clippers, no matter what. Even if we know point blank it wasn't his fault, that nigga always took the blame for his team, no matter what. But you sit up there want to put everything on the players, and last night clearly showed your ass it was effort. What's the goddamn difference last night? Because they didn't play with none against Denver and
all right. Let me discredit that and show you what the difference is. Terrence Mann was only playing 20 minutes for a long time. He just now hit 30 minutes past 2 games. That's A. B, James Harden was only playing like 25, 26 minutes. He played 40 last night. Those are both coaching decisions. And what Ty Lue said was, man, I wish my stars were on the court. They always hurt. That's why we losing. That's what he actually said.
And they've been on the court. And that's another thing. See, and it goes back to my point again. We talk about the Clippers, the players all the time. Term, you guys have videos over there calling this man James Harden titties over titles. You guys all got videos over there talking about, and I get sent this shit, that y'all be talking about James Harden ruined the team. But then when the man shows you that, oh, he's doing what he's supposed to do, he said, that's my point. All Harden has to do is pack a stop. But this is the same nigga that y'all want on the team. It's the same nigga that y'all said destroyed the team. So where am I capping at?
Let him finish, Herm. Let him finish, Herm.
But this is where he capping that when it comes to me. Because Ticket saying it doesn't mean that I 100% agree with the James Harden sentiment. End of the day, I don't blame everything on James Harden. I'm always going to put it on the best 2 players because those 2 got the capabilities of leading the team the right way with just off their actions. You ain't got to do a lot of goddamn talking. Lead with your damn play. James Harden.
When the Lakers got beat by 44, what was your video holding them 2 players?
You want to know something, Thomas? I'm so tired of cooking LeBron James because that's what I'm really known for. I'm so tired of cooking them. I expect the Lakers to do this shit that we saw them do. This is something that I expect them to do.
All right, so let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this then.
Mediocre. I didn't expect the Clippers to be where they at though. I didn't expect y'all motherfuckers to be mediocre, but y'all are.
So let me ask you this. So
I know that man just interrupted.
If you want Kawhi and Paul George to play, If you want Kawhi and Paul George to play when they really hurt, then where's your video calling out LeBron James walking off the court in Game 6 he didn't even have a fucking limp. He just walked out on his team with 6 minutes to go in a winnable basketball game. Where's your video for that?
Well, you done before I start talking?
Yeah, that's why I got quiet.
And end of the day with LeBron James, we know what type of diva he is. We know LeBron James do a lot of despicable shit behind the scenes for us, how he doesn't care about anyone but for his well-being, for what he wants. So wherever he got to cross out, he gonna cross out whoever he crosses out. But for the most part, LeBron crossing out certain niggas and doing certain things have worked out for him. Nigga is a 4-time champion. Nigga got a hell of a resume that a lot of niggas ain't gonna be able to touch, despite of him being a damn diva and an asshole. And to me, LeBron James is despicable sometimes. He changed the game in a positive way for us giving players empowerment, but he hindered the game to the point where that you got guys that wanted to deal with the grind and they team hopping at the team hop. I think I blame it on LeBron because now niggas feel like that's what they got to do just to win. So in that aspect, I
What
think
does that got to
LeBron
do with the
James hurt the
injuries?
game. Nah, but
What about
LeBron James,
what about it got to do with my question?
but here's the part, Thomas. Here's the thing I can say about LeBron. The nigga really never had a serious injury in his career, and for the most part, LeBron James played through injuries. He sprained ankle. That nigga tying his shoes up. He out there on the court. I don't like LeBron.
I watched him walk off on the court on his team. That's what I watched.
I mean, LeBron James when LeBron James get mad, he go take off jerseys and everything. He quit on Cleveland in 2009 when they were getting their ass beat by Boston. He quit after the game, taking off his jersey. He knew he was gone then. He knew he was gonna leave Cleveland then. I mean, that was 2010.
I'm asking you, Herm,
He always throw temper tantrums though.
But Herm,
Thomas.
I'm asking you,
You know
you over there bringing up stuff. You over there bringing up present day stuff on the Lakers channel, but not about the Lakers.
It's not a Lakers channel.
How is it not? How's it not a Lakers channel when y'all hype up the damn when that's a Lakers guy over there who from my understanding the dude used to be a Kawhi guy and then he jumped over on the Laker guy. From my understanding.
That's why I was trying to tell you why you trying to say I follow Ticket. Nigga, Ticket was arguing against me about Kawhi Leonard, nigga, because when I brought up that Kawhi Leonard, he ain't the same nigga that he was in Toronto. He ain't the killer that we seen when he was in Toronto. I called it out then and Ticket said, nigga, you crazy, nigga. You crazy. I said, nah, bro. And ain't that he ain't gonna win with the Clippers. I said this shit in 2021 that Kawhi is not gonna win a championship for the Clippers, nigga. And Ticket got on me, put me backstage the whole nine. So I'm telling you.
What are you gonna say when Kawhi shows y'all again he's the best player in the playoffs on the Clippers? And if you got all this faith in Ty Lue, right?
Well,
if you got faith in Ty Lue and Kawhi, we all know Kawhi gonna show you who the best player in the NBA is in the playoffs. So if you match them two together, then you're talking about a deep run in the playoffs getting the championship. That's what you're talking about.
If they want it, they would get it. If they don't want it, we gonna keep seeing what we're seeing. Beat a good team and lose to a team they supposed to beat. That's what we gonna keep seeing if they don't take it serious. If they take it serious and they play with heart and they just play with integrity. If they just play with integrity, period, Thomas, the Clippers got it. That's a good sign for the Clippers, and they can make a deep run. If their ass don't play, with no
guess what?
integrity,
They already hold on.
they
Let
gonna
me
get their ass
jump in.
whooped.
Let me jump in. They already did that in 2021, man. The man got hurt. The Clippers already showed you last time with a full team what they could do. So if you're gonna keep bringing up, and it's a message to everybody else. If you're gonna keep bringing up that damn bubble, bring up 2021 when they actually made to the conference finals. And the truth is, the reason why this team ain't won a championship is because their best player got hurt. But nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody keeps saying the Clippers didn't get no, motherfucker. Their best player got hurt.
Do you got us winning tonight? Who you got winning tonight?
I told Maz, even though I made a bet with my nigga LA, shout out to LA in the chat. I made a bet with him just to give him an opportunity to win some money back. But I think
Oh
the
shit!
Clippers. I think the
That
Clippers
sounds
gonna
like some
win.
capping ass
Come
shit.
on, Hearn. Come
No,
on,
no,
man.
hold
Don't
on,
don't
hold
nobody
on.
bet to lose,
As
Hearn.
long as
I'm about to
Terrence
Hearn,
tell you.
Mann is starting in
Hearn,
this
See what I'm
man.
lineup,
Come
saying?
on,
y'all
man.
all gonna be
See
eating
what I'm
your
saying?
words. Believe that.
See what I'm
Come on,
saying?
Hearn.
Long
Come
No,
long
on,
as
no.
Hearn.
Terrence Mann
Come
starting,
on,
they gonna keep
Hearn.
on winning. Believe
Nah,
that.
but the real is I'm about to tell you what I really feel for real though. What I feel for real though, I think the Clippers gonna beat the Warriors tonight because the Warriors they're playing one of the worst basketball in the NBA right now. So I think the Clippers, and they just playing with that same energy, I think they'll beat the Warriors easy tonight. But I just made the bet with LA for the Warriors to win just because when I bet niggas and win, I give them another opportunity to win. I ain't the type of nigga because I won one bet, I don't bet you no more. So I just giving them an opportunity to win some money back. That's all I did. So, but I think the Clippers gonna win for real. But I bet it with LA that the Warriors gonna win.
So basically, you bet to lose. You betting to lose.
I mean, I give a nigga the opportunity. I'm being generous, man.
Now,
I'm generous
her.
sometimes.
If you being generous, just cash up the man the money.
Nah, but I'm just saying, the real is if you understand about gambling sometimes,
I
though, you
understand
just
gambling a lot, homie. I understand the shit a lot.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
If you my
understand
boy,
it.
if I fuck with you, I think you cool. I give you an opportunity to win some money. I ain't the type of nigga that just say fuck it. I ain't gonna give you an opportunity to win your money back or to have an opportunity to
Well,
win
I'm gonna tell
some
you
of it
this,
back.
Hearn. I'm gonna tell you this.
That's
BJ
all.
already told us that you and him got a debate Saturday on Lamont's channel. You aware of that,
Yep.
right? You aware of that,
Oh
right?
man, that's gonna be easy.
Hey, BJ said he looking to end your YouTube career, man. And
He won't be able to. He won't be able to
hey,
because
hey,
to be
Hey,
honest, I'm gonna tell you
hey,
what the real topic supposed to be. But I was generous. I was generous.
what? Okay, yeah. What's the topic?
The real topic supposed to be ever since 2020, who's been the better player between Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard. But he wanted to include 2019, so I let him include 2019 in for the hell of it. That's the only leg he really got to stand on. And then if you
Nah.
go
but
bring if you go bring
Kawhi been the best
statistics,
player in the playoffs every
nah,
year he played when
nah.
Jimmy
But
was there or not until he
Why?
got hurt.
But you gotta ask
nah,
yourself a question though. Why?
Kawhi the best player in the playoffs
Why?
every year until he gets
Why
hurt.
would?
Period.
Hey, now the realist. You see how slick this shit is? How the fuck am I gonna defend Kawhi when he gets hurt? That's why Herm says since 2020.
nah, but
So
but nah, but nah,
if
but
you
I'm gonna
gonna
be
try to angle it, if you gonna try to angle it,
Kawhi been
when
the
you've
best
been
player
I'm
in the
gonna go with
playoffs
BJ.
mine.
every year since
Nah, but
2020
hold
until he
on though,
got hurt.
but hold on though, BJ. That's when they left. That's when Kawhi Leonard left Toronto to go to the Clippers, and that's when Jimmy Butler, as a free agent, went to Miami. So that's my argument because I know in 2019 Kawhi Leonard was better than Jimmy Butler. I know this already, but I still feel like for the overall argument from 2019 to now, I still would get the edge to Jimmy Butler just due to the fact of consistency, just for the simple fact he been on the court, and just for the simple fact that he didn't
That's
have the
it.
expectations
That's it.
Kawhi Leonard.
That's it.
He didn't have the expectation Kawhi Leonard had with the Clippers, and for Jimmy Butler to do what he did, that just speak volumes. And
See, I want to tell you, like I said, like
Hey,
I
Basically, what
told
you
BJ,
hey,
like
said.
I told BJ earlier,
this another thing. Y'all got to start.
I told BJ earlier, it's gonna be a lot of bias over there. So you gonna have
Mhm.
the advantage over there. You gonna have the advantage because people don't like the Clippers. People.
they hate, but they hate me
They ain't gonna
more.
be no fucking advantage because
They
I'm gonna
hate
be
me
over there in the
more.
chat drilling motherfuckers. They ain't gonna
Hey,
be
hey,
shit
hey,
going on
hey,
over there.
I'm gonna be over
I'm
there.
the king Dean Lean,
I'm gonna
not
be
them
over
boys.
there. I'm gonna
The
be over
fuck?
there with them. That's why I said I need to know that time. I'm gonna be over there with them.
I'll
Room
be over
BJ
there.
on. I got BJ back in this because I know how y'all YouTube guys feel about the Clippers and Kawhi. It's all love, Herm, but you already know what it is.
Hey, and that damn Bam out of is a fucking dog. He gotta stop acting like Jimmy ain't got no fucking help. Fuck out of here.
I mean,
Mhm.
Kawhi Leonard had way more talent than what Jimmy Butler had, though.
Well, last time I checked, Tyler Hero outscoring LeBron, Westbrook and Harden. So, what we gonna say about that?
Tyler Hero been hurt the last two playoffs.
Yeah,
What
but
you talking
he
about?
ain't hurt now.
But they made
Yeah, that's
it. But he made a finals appearance without a guy that's supposed to be the best. That's supposed to be one of the better scorers on the team, and they still made a run as an eighth seed to the finals. So what you talking about,
What did
Tom?
Paul George do in 2021 when Kawhi wasn't there?
He did.
Butler had Bam. Paul George didn't have Kawhi. What happened?
Bam played with one arm. He was hurt.
That wasn't shit wrong. Bam, that dude was hooping both arms, both
He
legs.
he was hurt.
That man wasn't hurt.
He was hurt in the finals. You must don't remember.
Well, what about before the finals?
Before the finals,
Butler
he
had
had
Bam before the finals.
now,
Paul George didn't have
but
Kawhi, and he almost made the finals. What about that?
Bam wasn't consistent though. Bam had a lot of up and down games in the playoffs. He wasn't consistent. So when you bring up
Bam was
that,
showing out last year and this year.
Paul George was way more consistent than what Bam was. Paul George in 2021 was consistent throughout. Bam wasn't consistent
Yeah, but
throughout that
Kawhi wasn't on
playoff
the
run.
court though. That's what I'm saying. Paul George damn near made the finals without Kawhi. Butler had Bam.
Kawhi was on the court for the most part, except for the last couple of games against Utah and the Phoenix Suns series.
Man, I want to
Outside
A
of
really
series
want to
and a
ask you
series
this.
and a half.
Herm,
Paul George was showing out.
Herm, do you really? Now, like I said, I know you get this troll, and I know how you operate. But do you honestly think the Clippers not making the playoffs? You've been saying this shit in your videos, but do you honestly?
I got 500 on that because I know what Terrence Mann doing over there. I got 500 on that.
No, honestly, though, the realest, from what I've been seeing and I analyze everything together, right now, I don't see them making the playoffs.
So if you analyze everything, what's the record with Terrence Mann starting?
I mean, I guess 5-2, but if you want to count those two Spurs games and the young Houston Rockets team that lost on that whole California trip as a measuring stick, cool, use it. I mean,
All right.
That's that bullshit. So basically, when we
what's the
beat good
record?
teams,
Hold on, BJ. Hold on, BJ. Herm, what's the record of the Terrence Mann last 19 starts? What's the Clippers record? Last 19 starts. That counts playoff teams like Golden State, Phoenix. They beat last year when Terrence Mann started. You know what the record is? Last 19 games. That's why this has been the coaching flaw the whole time. You know what the record is?
End of the day, Thomas, you
15-4, dog.
You so hypocritical and you
15-4, dog. When Terrence Mann started last 19 games. That's coaching.
Your hatred for Ty Lue blinds you. What coach in the NBA has ever really gone through what Ty Lue has experienced with the Clippers since his tenure as a coach with the Clippers? What coach has ever been through the shit that he been through?
What does that got to do with him benching Terrence Mann after he wins the elimination game?
Bro.
Yeah, you don't like them facts, huh?
Nah, you hard-headed, bro. They wasn't going to beat Phoenix without Kawhi Leonard anyway. Kawhi Leonard had to be in that game.
Phoenix is overrated.
Phoenix was not overrated. It's just that with Phoenix, though, you got a guy that ultimately choked. Y'all couldn't stop Chris Paul in this series, though. So really, I mean, if Kawhi Leonard was playing, that would have been a whole different series. The Clippers would have made the finals of 2021. But it wasn't because of no damn Terrence Mann the reason why they didn't beat the Suns.
Why they keep winning?
Who do you have winning this year, Herm?
Why do they keep winning?
Who do you have winning?
Hold on, Driz. Don't let him off the hook. Don't let him off the hook.
Nuggets gonna repeat though.
Big Tone said they ain't gonna make the finals.
Stop it.
I mean, Unc, my nigga, he $100,000. I love Unc. I love Unc Tone. That's my guy, though, man. That's my guy.
So who know more? Ticket, Hearn, Big Tone, or Mookie. So who gonna be right then?
I mean, we just gotta stay tuned to find out. But I feel like
back to my original topic that I told you before the season. Why the Clippers keep winning with Terrence Mann lineup?
I'm gonna give all these niggas compliments. My brother BJ, he's still my brother. I don't give a damn how he feel or whatever. I don't give a damn if you trying to egg him on, Thomas. That's still my brother. I know he knows the game. I know he analyzed it. I know he can analyze the game and break down the game. He can break down sets. He can break down defense. He can break down film. I know he can do all that. Mookie Jones knows the game, but the only problem with Mookie, his emotions get the best of him, so it blinds him. Thomas, you know the game, but you so biased and never want to criticize your favorite player to the point where that it makes you hypocritical. But other than that, I believe you know the game of basketball, but you become a hypocrite, though, because you be too damn biased.
Kawhi be the best player in the playoffs every time he's healthy. How is that biased?
Shit, but you can't measure that off of 2 games.
Who's the best
He
player when
played
he's on
more
the
than
court healthy?
more than two
Who's
games.
the best player?
It
That
was
ain't
2 games
biased.
last
It's
year.
biased. It's biased if
Yeah,
Kawhi is
just
only
last year though.
mediocre. Who's the best player in the playoffs when they healthy every fucking year? From not
You
2019 to 2023, when
and
he's
ain't
healthy, he's
he
been the
only
best player on the court at
hey.
all times.
So your measurement is off of 2019 and 2021 then.
No, I said it all the way here. Last year he
But
was healthy.
it can't it
It
can't it
don't matter.
can't be because
I'm not asking you what happened. I'm
it
not
can't
asking
be
if he
because
got hurt,
last
Ern.
year he only played 2 games and the year before they didn't even make the
I ain't
playoffs
ask
because
you
they were
that.
hurt.
I didn't
And
ask you
then on
that.
top of that, 2020 blew a 3-1 lead, so you can't include 2020. So you basing
Why you
everything
can't
off
include
Kawhi
2019
played
and 20,
great
2020?
game 5 and
Why you
2021.
6.
can't? Why you can't
He,
He
he
include
choked the
played
2020?
great
game
game 5 and 6 in
and he
2021 and
Bad
still
game.
lost.
he choked the game 7.
That's the only
Who
bad
been the
game he
best
had
player
though.
on the court every time he's healthy? Answer the question.
I can't say Kawhi Leonard.
Yes, you can.
No, I
He has
can't.
proven to be the best player on the court every
What
time he's
proof you
healthy.
got? What proof you got other than 2019?
Every game he played. Every game he played. So don't pick out game 7 because he was great in game 5 and 6. I got 2 versus 1 right there. So every game he played, every series he played until he got hurt, he was the best player on the court. How that's biased?
I mean, that is being biased because
How that's being biased? All you
you
can
got to
talk
merit.
about is he got hurt. That's all you
You
got,
got.
dog. And
I mean,
that's
that's.
why Ticket
But
TV
are
and Mookie and
now
all them other lame boys over there is terrified
are
of the
injuries
Clippers. They know what's coming.
Thomas. When it comes to sports, are injuries part of the game?
I didn't ask you after he got injured. I asked you before he
Thomas,
got
are
injured. What
injuries?
happened?
I'm asking you a simple question. Is injuries part of the game?
Answer my question, then you ask me a question.
Thomas,
Don't no.
is
Answer
injuries
the
part of the
question first.
game? That's my whole premise of saying I can't give it to Kawhi Leonard because of injuries.
I
It
said
no,
when
no
he's
matter no
healthy,
matter
Hearn.
how. But
I said
shit,
when he's healthy. I didn't say after he got hurt. I said when he's healthy.
he hasn't had a full healthy playoff run where Full is playing
I
most of
said
the
when
play.
he's healthy,
Thomas,
Hearn.
listen. Damn,
No,
I don't
no,
even
you
get
answer the
done. You
question
cut me off.
directly and stop beating
So
around the bush.
how you gonna
Thomas,
disqualify
listen.
for one game though?
Nah,
Who
but
has been
bro,
the
I
best player
can't give
on
a
the
nigga.
court when he has been healthy,
You
dog?
can't.
Answer the
You can't.
question.
Thomas, you can't give a nigga that title, and he only went through one playoff
I
run since
said when he is
2019. I
healthy,
can't give
Hearn.
him. He's not the
When
best
he's
player, nigga,
healthy,
because
Herm.
he
I
don't
didn't
get
ask you about the
relevant,
whole
nigga.
playoffs. I didn't ask you about the whole playoffs. I said
I don't
when
give a
Kawhi
damn,
has been
Thomas. I
healthy,
don't give a
who's been
damn.
the
He's
best
not the
player in the
best
NBA?
player, Thomas. He's not the best player, Thomas.
All right,
He's the best
let
player.
me jump in. Let me jump in. I'm gonna ask Herm a simple question. You know Hoop, we all on this panel. I'm gonna ask people in this chat. If you had a choice to go in somebody with the playoffs, we're gonna do it like this. Who are you going into the playoffs with if you got a choice? And you got 10 guys to choose from your top 10. Who are you saying I'm going with that dude going into the playoffs?
Mm.
That's the question that needs to be asked.
Yeah,
Fuck all this other
all he
shit.
gonna do is say not Kawhi because he hurt.
So tell me the guy. If you want to say it's Kawhi, tell me the guy who you taking.
I mean, because y'all going off of, now you going off a body of work. If I'm going off a body of work, give me Steph Curry.
Nah, I'm going about who's the best player.
I'm going Steph Curry.
No, but Herm, that's not the no. You trying to twist it and say because he's been playing. I'm saying you know who. I got a chance to
Who's
pick the
healthy,
best
BJ?
guy.
Throw
The
the
best
healthy word in
guy.
there.
Who is the guy you taking to take you
Win,
in the
win
playoffs?
healthy. Win healthy.
I still trust Steph Curry over Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, you're going to tell me why.
What
First of
happened the
all,
last time they faced each other? Kawhi
hold
was on
on,
one
Thomas.
leg.
I'm getting to the point. Let me get to a point. I got you. What? Tell me
fir-
why you take Steph over Kawhi.
First of all, Steph Curry and that dynasty been there for years. Second of all, the 2022 when they did win their last championship when they beat Boston, Steph Curry was head above shoulders the best player series after series after series, dominating the game for us. How defenses was loaded in on them. This nigga get double teamed off of running off screens. And so it opens up the floor for everybody like a guy like Andrew Wiggins to go off and have easy buckets that have more consistent games due to Steph Curry's presence, how he was spreading the floor. Klay Thompson getting easy lifts. Draymond Green with his high IQ making easy, being able to make easier decisions because Steph Curry opened up a whole other half of the court just with his presence. Because you got to worry about his lethal shooting night in and night out. And plus, he was in that. If you look at that 2022, I don't know the numbers by heart. Steph Curry was very clutch in that whole playoff run of 2022.
Now I want
especially
you to.
on offense and defense as well, because
Okay, now let me ask you
he
this
had key
question.
strips on John Moran, a guy to which people think is unguardable in the league. And I could go so forth and
Don't
so on.
nobody think
All
that.
right, let now stay right there. Now you said all that, and you basically said offense, and you sprinkled in defense. Well, we know Steph Curry no great defensive player, even though you sprinkled that in. Now, what happened in 2019 when Curry and Kawhi faced?
It was a team effort though, cause Curry. Now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell you why, cause it was Steph
Nah,
Curry.
man. Nah, I don't want to hear
I
that, man.
finna
I don't
tell
want
the
to hear
truth.
that. Nah,
The
Nah,
man.
but
rap, the
I
rap,
don't
the
want to hear
Raptors
that
didn't
shit.
have OJ
I'm
Anunoby.
telling.
I don't
Kawhi
want
was
to
on
hear
one
that shit,
leg.
man. I
How
asked
y'all
you.
gonna ask me a question? How you gonna ask me a question when I answer? It's like, oh man, and all that. So let me answer it then, because you asked the question. So in 2019, in the game one in the finals, who immediately shown they had an impact on that whole series and was the leader scorer in that game? Pascal Siakam dominated that game. Let you know from the jump that Draymond Green wasn't gonna have an easy series, and his presence and his impact wasn't gonna be great in that series at all. Because Draymond Green was really non-existent in that whole finals
Where,
against Toronto due to the
where
fact that
Pascal
the
Siakam being in?
athleticism. I'm getting there. You let me finish it, break it down. I'm getting there. Now, don't get me wrong. When you got a guy like Kawhi Leonard on your roster, which go get most of the attention for us defensively. So Pascal had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, had a lot of easy looks at the basket, and plus with the size with Ibaka, with Marcus Gasol and Siakam, they was dominating the offensive boards. They was getting all the rebounds. Their length was bothering Golden State defensively, and then on top of that, you know, Kawhi Leonard was basically getting every bucket he wanted to out there because Klay Thompson couldn't stay in front of him. But when you analyze that whole series, Steph Curry had to deal with Kyle Lowry and Fred Van Fleet. They was non-existent in that 76ers.
Who are they? I never
And
heard them bones. Who they?
I'm just saying they was non-existent in the series with Philly, but in the conference finals and the finals, Kyle Lowry and Fred Van Fleet was they was very consistent in that series. They was knocking down all their shots. They were putting pressure on Steph Curry on the offensive end, making him work defensively. Those two, the combination of those two worked Steph Curry to the point where that he couldn't get a break offensively. Then defensively, plus Steph Curry had to hold the load down, especially after Klay Thompson got hurt. Cause really, let's just say Golden State would have took it to game 7-1. Klay Thompson actually probably would have got Finals MVP. Because to me in that series, Klay Thompson was the best Warrior. But despite the
Well, that's good
2019,
because Klay Thompson would have got
See,
locked up. OJ
see, all
Anunoby would have
this,
played,
all
so
nah,
this
that's
nah,
good.
flamboyant, all this
he
flamboyant,
actually went out and got locked
all
up. But
this, all
He
this,
would have
all
been
this.
locked
Okay,
up.
so
OJ
let me get
Anunoby on
this
that
right.
court.
Now let me get this right. Now, Thomas, you heard what Herm said, right? Herm said that he puts all the blame on the top players. He said that. Herm said that. He said Kawhi and
Herm.
Paul George get the blame because they the top
Herm.
guys, right? That's what this man just came on here and
I
said.
mean, it was Curry
He
fault
said
because you got
he
to come
don't.
through. You got to
Okay,
come through.
Curry
so
got his
that's
ass handed
fine.
to
That's
him.
fine.
Period.
No, I
Then
didn't. No, I didn't.
then when they hold on, when they get the job done, like Kawhi did, give him the same credit when he gets the job done. I don't want to hear this shit about Fred Van Fleet. I don't want to
I
hear
ain't
shit
Hey,
getting
hey,
about
finished.
hey,
Kyle
hey,
I'm
what?
telling
Lowry.
y'all what
Give him
happened
the
in the
same,
series.
give him the same credit. I asked you that question to set you up.
Yeah,
Because
no,
you
you
said
ain't
Steph
set me
Curry,
up because
you
you ain't
said
set me up because you actually
I
proved my point.
no,
The
you
only
proved my
your
point.
whole the whole
You
premise
proved
of
my
your
point.
whole argument, especially Saturday. I'm gonna give you the blueprint of what you go do Saturday. And this is if you smart, that should be your whole focus anyway. 2019 go basically be the point on your offense, your point of your argument. Plus, you go use the statistics of the playoffs games that he had played to be your premise of why Kawhi Leonard is better than Jimmy Butler, and why you go stand on that Kawhi just head above shoulders Jimmy. That's the only two legs you got to stand on.
Nah,
2019
brother.
and
Nah, brother.
Hey,
I'm
statistics
gonna
in
stop
the
kill
changing the
you
playoffs.
subject.
Saturday, bro.
Stop
You ain't
changing
even
the
I'm
prepared
subject.
for
just
what I
telling. I'm
got.
just
Who was
telling you
the
I'm
how it
best
gonna kill
is.
player
you on
in the
Saturday,
I'm
NBA
just
boy.
telling you
Finals in
how it is.
2019?
I'm gonna kill you Saturday. Cause guess
Who
what?
No,
was the
you
best
not.
You
player?
just said
Who,
it.
BJ, don't
Tommy,
let him
he
off the
just
hook. Keep him on
I ain't let
topic.
it. No,
Fuck Saturday.
Thomas,
Fuck
I
Thomas.
Saturday.
got
We
you.
talking about right now.
Now
Hey, all
Saturday
right, all
matters,
right.
nigga. Saturday matters, nigga. It
Saturday
do
don't
matter,
matter. You
nigga.
beat before you even get there.
Now, no, I'm not, because I already know where his focus gonna be. That's
Nah,
easy to beat.
this
Well,
man
guess
came on
what?
this panel and
Focus or not,
says
Steph Curry got his ass handed to him. And they go, guess
Yeah,
what? You talk
he
about
got his
injuries.
ass whooped. He got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
There's
Hey,
no
hey,
excuses.
hey, you
The
talk about
best player
injuries?
get all the
Hey, you
praise. The
talk
best
about
player get
injuries?
all the
When
blame.
Klay
And
Thompson
Steph
was
Curry got
out,
his
Steph
ass
Curry
beat.
lost to
But
a
other
fucking
than that,
rookie, John
nigga,
Morant.
other than 2019, what leg y'all got to stand on with Kawhi Leonard other than 2019?
Look
That's
at his
my whole
feelings. Look at
point
his
with
feelings.
y'all, because
Look at his
Kawhi
feelings,
Leonard ain't
Gorilla.
built
Look
Hold
at
like
his
on.
that,
feelings,
nigga. That's
Gorilla.
all y'all got
Here
is
you go. Here you
2019,
go.
and y'all trying to downplay his teammates. That Toronto
Who
was in
been
the
the
Eastern
best
Conference Finals
player in
team
the
with
who been the
nothing,
best
nigga,
player in the
before he got
playoffs?
there.
That's the thing.
Who
That's
been
the
the best
thing.
player in the playoffs?
So let me ask this question because I'm gonna
Jimmy
ask a serious
Butler, nigga.
question. I'm gonna ask a question to
Who
Herm
been
because
the best player? There
he's
you go with name calling you and your feelings, cause I dusted your ass all day long now.
man. I want to ask Herm
Hey,
a
hey, hey,
question.
hey, BJ. Hey, BJ, when Klay Thompson got hurt and the Warriors in the play in, who did Stephen Curry lose to? He didn't make the playoffs. Because Klay Thompson wasn't out there.
Them sorry
He
ass,
lost to
dirty
LeBron
ass
James and
Memphis
the
Grizzlies,
Grizzlies.
man. Them
He didn't
sorry
lose
ass
no
Memphis
LeBron
Grizzlies.
James. Stop lying, dummy. He lost to John Morant. Sorry,
Nah,
bum ass.
he lost to LeBron
See,
too,
that's
remember?
why you kicked off the panel. If I was controlling the sheet, be kicked off the panel right now for lying. He lost
Nah,
to
I
John
said he
Morant, dummy.
lost to LeBron. You said the play-in, nigga. He lost to LeBron and John
He
Morant, nigga.
lost to John Morant.
And LeBron
He
James.
got sent home. He got sent home by John Morant.
Yeah, I just don't see how you
There you
gonna win
go.
this,
Get in your
Herm.
feelings, big boy.
You
I
angling this the
own this
way you
panel
want to
beside
angle it,
BJ. Get
man.
in your
But
feelings.
the fact of the matter is, you trying to give Kawhi's teammates credit, which they deserve credit. Where
You
have they
scared of
been?
quiet, motherfucker.
Where's Toronto been since he left?
I think Toronto could have been better than what they are, but obviously, if you understand the turmoil that's been going on, you ran Nick Nurse up out of there due to the fact that you jury so damn dumb. I mean, you could leave like I think when it comes to the Clippers, and I said it this morning, I blame Lawrence Frank more than anybody, but that's just me looking from a different point of view. But I think you jury hindered the team more than just the players and the coach itself. I think Toronto had the talent; they still got the talent now, but you could tell that all the rumors, all the shit behind the scenes that was going on, guys don't know whether they're gonna be there or not due to a lot of trade rumors, the uncertainty of certain guys not getting paid and all that. I think you jury did more harm to the team than the team did to itself, though. And that just my thoughts. Toronto did make the playoffs, Scottie Barnes rookie year, but since then they've been mediocre, playing team, getting their ass kicked. That's what's been going. They've been a playing team at best, really, ever since.
But these are the same guys you said that are so great, Herm.
But that's not.
You said you said
But
you
that's not
said
the
they so
same
great.
damn team though, because you capping, because you keep forgetting.
Who left?
If you know basketball, BJ, like I know you do. If you remember, they had to steal at the trade deadline when they got Marcus Gasol. You forgot that was the steal. They didn't really
Right,
have to
right,
give up too
right,
much to get Marcus Gasol.
right. So
You had
Marcus
Serge
Gasol,
Ibaka,
The same Marcus Gasol that went to the Lakers and retired the year
but
after.
yeah,
Was
but
that him?
do
Him?
do you
Okay,
do you
okay.
blame him or do you blame the Lakers for him not having success with the Lakers?
But you said, but at the end of the day, Herm, if you talking
You
as if you
downplaying
talking
his
as if
teammates.
bro, the Raptors went to the second round the next year, and then they ain't been to the playoffs back since, and they got swept by Philadelphia in 2022. The point I'm getting to you is that Kawhi
That's
Leonard
not
goes
the
to that
same
team,
team as 2019 though.
they automatically get to the finals, they win the whole damn thing.
That's
They beat the Sixers. They beat Joel Embiid, that super team. They beat
but the year
Giannis in the
before,
MVP. They beat Giannis in the MVP,
yeah, with
and
Eric
they beat
Bledsoe
Steph
as point
Curry and the
guard.
Golden
Since
State
you want to talk
Warriors,
about
man.
competition, you had Eric Bledsoe as point guard, and plus Golden State wasn't healthy at all. Iguodala wasn't even
He
healthy.
was held. Hold on. So
Iggy wasn't healthy that
they
series.
were held. So let me get this right.
Iggy was
So
hurt throughout that whole playoff run.
Was Toronto
Yes,
healthy?
yes, they were for the most part, except for Danny Green.
OG Anunoby was missing,
Yeah, he
and
was he
Kyle.
was a baby though. He was a baby. He wasn't producing like
Gosh,
that back
man.
then. He was not producing in
Yeah, man.
2019 the way he producing now, BJ. And plus they had Norman Powell over there. I'm not gonna measure Norman Powell now to how he was in 2019. He was nowhere near the player he was now that he was in 2019. So I can't sit up there and boost up. Oh man, Toronto really did have a squad because Norman Powell was there. Because we going off of Norman Powell now. No, Norman Powell was the guy that didn't play that many minutes because of how deep that roster actually was. And then you got to remember that all it was All Toronto
Kawhi Leonard
did
They
was
was on
have.
weren't
one
deep.
leg.
They were not
Oh,
deep
Kawhi
until
Leonard
they
was on one
won.
oh,
leg.
They weren't deep
Kyle
until
damn!
they
Lowry had a
won.
bad hand the whole damn playoffs.
I was gonna say, nigga, all they did was made an upgrade for DeMar DeRozan because the only guy they kept losing to was LeBron Ramon James. At the end of the day, they called Toronto the Bronto, and then at the end of the day, they were just in the
Uh,
Eastern Conference Finals the year
so
before
so what
Kawhi
happened?
Leonard got there.
What happened to
They was
Mark
in the Eastern
Gasol?
Conference
I
Finals.
thought you said they only made one upgrade. Then you started to give Mark Gasol credit. Now you're saying they only made one upgrade. Which one is it?
No, what I'm
Hey,
saying,
why did Steph Curry lose to baby John
Thomas,
Morant? What happened?
Thomas,
I thought it was just a baby. Don't
Thomas,
matter. I
Thomas,
thought it was just a baby. Don't matter, huh?
Thomas. Don't you know how deep of a team Memphis Grizzlies was at that time? There's no excuse because I got on Steph Curry.
They was
Actually,
babies. They was
I got on
babies. They
Steph. I got
nobody.
on
They
Steph.
nobody. They
I'm
ain't
gonna
never
tell
been
you. I'm gonna
nobody.
tell you, Thomas, what I used to call Steph Curry. I used to call Steph Curry a B plus player. So, because at the end of the day, I feel like he lacked certain intangibles
So you
in
pick a
the
B plus
game.
player to go. That's your player you want to pick to go into the
Hey,
playoffs. A B plus
hey,
player.
I trust him. I trust him more than the
You's
handicap.
a clown, dog.
Hell
I
You's a
yeah.
trust him
clown,
more.
Man,
I
dog.
he
trust
kicking
him
your
more than
ass.
the
Hey,
handicap. I
Herm,
trust
you
him more than
sad,
the
man.
handicap.
Hey, Herm, you sad. You are
No, I'm
sad,
not.
bro.
But
Sad.
You're a clown, dog.
BJ Thomas, y'all know so much. What happened? What was Toronto at the year before Kawhi Leonard got there?
Nowhere, sitting on the couch.
Now,
Bro, they
how far they made?
they went to the conference finals, got swept, man.
They got
All right,
blew
who
the
they who
fuck
they
Toronto
out.
who
was
they?
You know
not
who they got?
ever getting
You know what they look like, her? They look like LeBron James getting swept last year. Bum ass. That's what they look like.
But guess
nobody worried
what?
about that, man.
But guess what? Then the Philly team that y'all trying to boost up, Ben Simmons, he ain't been nowhere near anything since then. On top of
Hey,
What the
that,
fuck?
that was
on
the
Oh,
top
Ben
you
of
said
Simmons.
that,
Ben
That was
Simmons.
hey
Hey,
man, that was
Jimmy
the Ben
Butler on
Simmons
that
that was
team.
playing. That Ben
Jimmy Butler was
Simmons
on that team.
Ben
Jimmy
Simmons was
Butler
an
on that
all
team. He in
star.
the NBA
Ben
Finals 2 times.
Ben Simmons was an all star that year. That's the same
yeah,
team Kawhi and them beat.
now y'all want to boost them up. Cool. Our Marcus All was an All Star
Hey,
then.
what was Pascal Siakam plus minus in game 1, Bum?
Plus minus. You want to go out plus minus? You want to big up Terrence Mann, and the guy against the Denver Nuggets had a minus 11 plus minus, but you sit up there and want to bring up plus minus with the game leader in points and stuff in game 1. Now you want to bring up box plus minus. Come on, Thomas, get your
Who led the
mind right.
NBA Finals? Who led the NBA
That's the
Finals in
hypocrisy
scoring?
I'm talking about. I mean, Kawhi Leonard did. He averaged
Oh,
30. He averaged a
okay. So
30
let's don't
piece.
talk about plus minus. Let's talk about the best player in the finals then. Who was the best player in the NBA Finals?
Kawhi Leonard was, but he still had a squad
Okay
behind.
then. Bow down then. Bow down
Yeah,
with that
I'm not
nonsense you
bowing
talking over
down.
there.
I'm not bowing down.
Bow
See,
down. You ain't got no choice to bow down.
unlike
You
you,
get humiliated. You get humiliated.
I'm not committed to none of these players, so I could talk about these players one by one and not be
It,
biased about neither one of them. You can't do
I
that.
can go around and hate on
Cause,
all
cause,
of them.
cause, nah,
Anybody
but
can do that, huh? So you saying you a hater
I
then?
don't
You a
hate
hater
on.
then?
I don't hate on. I've been giving LeBron James actually credit lately. And I don't
Credit for
even
what?
like
Getting beat by
LeBron.
44 points? What you getting credit for?
Nah, I'm just talking about just in general. I've been giving LeBron credit, even to his legacy to a
Credit
certain
for what?
degree.
Getting swept? What's the credit for? 10 and
Hey, he
7,
did.
10 and
Hey,
8, bum ass team. What's
Guess
credit for?
what? He did something that Kawhi Leonard ain't did since his whole time with the Clippers. He made it to a conference finals, and he actually won a championship with the Lakers since 2020. Kawhi Leonard ain't
What
been to a conference finals or NBA finals.
what I got to do right now?
I mean, it got a lot to do with it. They just made the Western Conference Finals last season, Thomas, and they were
Right.
they was worse
Who was the
by this
best
time.
player when Kawhi was on the court?
And by this time last year, Thomas, the Lakers were worse last year than what they was right now. So I'm pretty sure they gonna have a great opportunity to make a run in the playoffs again when it comes down to the
They
playoffs.
ain't making no run because they can't beat the Clippers
Plus y'all
or the Nuggets. They gonna
plus how
run to
you
the
big
couch.
up. And plus, how you big up Terrence Mann, I'm gonna give you a guy that's a real difference maker, a guy that y'all wanted over there with the strippers last year. Jerry Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt have more of an impact defensively than Terrence Mann ever will,
You talking
and
about the
he
guy
ain't
that
played
Kawhi
all year
destroyed?
at all. And he ain't
You talking
played
about the
all year
defender
at
that
all.
Kawhi destroyed?
Kawhi ain't destroyed that nigga.
Kawhi destroyed that man. Had everybody laughing at Vanderbilt. What you talking about? What happened? Everything quiet.
Nah, I'm here.
But now you see why I said he gonna start off right. He gonna end with the nonsense. Ain't no point letting him up here.
Man, I'm chilling, man. Y'all asking questions. I just answering them.
Nah,
Whether
you
you
ain't
go,
asked no question. All you try to do go over there and hype up the damn Raptors. You tell us not to hype up nobody. You go over there and hype up Pascal Siakam, who about to get a coach fired. They can't even fucking be 500. That's the dude you hyping
that's
up.
not.
But you get mad because Terrence
That's
Mann
not
winning.
his fault though.
You get mad because Terrence Mann winning. Why ain't Pascal Siakam winning?
Terrence Mann ain't all that you trying to make him out to be, man.
Yeah, man.
Stats
Yeah.
don't win games, big dog. Winning basketball play
That's
win games.
hey,
What's the
guess
Clippers
what? And
record with
all right,
Terrence Mann starting?
Thomas. All right, hold that thought right there, BJ. Do you agree with Thomas? What Thomas just said?
What'd he say?
Say it again, Thomas.
Stats don't win games. Winning basketball wins games.
Do
Everybody know
you?
that.
Do,
That's true. That's true.
so do you 100% agree with that assessment?
I truly do, cause
Hell
we
yeah.
stats
Kawhi's
stats.
the best player because he plays winning basketball. He
The
ain't the best
guy,
player
the
because of his
guy you,
I,
stats.
the
no,
guy you
no, no,
He's the
no.
picked,
best
the
player
guy
because he does on both ends all the way
All right.
around.
If
the
that if
guy
that the
you
case, then if that the case, all right. I glad y'all saying this. I glad we got this. I glad we got this. It's then at the 3 hour minute mark. Mine would say 2:59 when you said this. So if that's the case, then BJ, if you do agree with what Thomas just said, how can you arguably say that Kawhi Leonard been a better player than Jimmy Butler without using statistics?
because I'm gonna get your ass on Saturday. Don't worry about
Nah,
mine.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I'm gonna
saying
get
though.
your ass
How
Saturday.
can
Winning
you prove
because
it?
Kawhi is the best player on the court at
I'm gonna
all
say it's
times.
like this.
When
I'm gonna say it
healthy.
like this.
When
I'm gonna give you a
healthy.
hint. I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm gonna give you a hint. This is all I'm gonna say to you. Herm, Jimmy Butler is one of my top three favorite players.
I
You
know
know
you
the
fuck
difference
with him.
between, but you know what Jimmy Butler is to Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi's a souped up Jimmy Butler. Everything Jimmy Butler does well, Kawhi does a little bit better. And that's how I'm gonna kick your ass on this argument.
How? Kawhi Leonard never scored 50 points in a game. Kawhi Leonard ain't had a 40-point triple double before.
Kawhi Leonard has a better efficient shooter off less shots. He's a better playoff performer. He's a better
That's
defender.
all you
He's
got.
a
That's my
better
point.
he's a better defender. He's a better clutch player.
And he got two rings.
At his highest peak, Herm.
And he
We've
got
seen
two rings
Jimmy Butler at his highest peak. What's the farthest he's gotten?
to the finals and lost.
And exactly. So at Kawhi's highest peak, where did he get?
Oh, hey, BJ, did Jimmy Butler get locked up in the NBA Finals? Damn,
Exactly.
my boy.
Hey, see,
Ooh,
I'm talking
shit.
too much. I'm saying too much, man. Herm, I'm gonna kick your ass on
Ooh,
Saturday,
boy.
man.
Now
I'm gonna kick your ass.
you actually playing right. You actually playing right into my hands though. That's why I keep telling. Other than you bring it up when you do bring up those numbers, I know you ain't. I know I'm just speculating on what you gonna present. But other than bringing up the 2019 success story that you go basically articulate on, and you articulate on the numbers that you're going to articulate on, other
Nah,
than that, what has he done? Because my whole premise was 2020 to now. So other than that 2019 shit, we can exit that out. Other than you
that's why I'm gonna still destroy you.
after you get through with that point, what leg you can stand on
I'm gonna hold
other
on.
than bringing up sample
That's
sizes? Because other than that, that's all you got on Kawhi Leonard is
that's
sample
what
size.
that's what I'm saying though. You set the bar low for Jimmy Butler. That's why you say when he's not had the expectations. The reason why he had the expectations because nobody believed Jimmy Butler is that good. And that's my point. You wouldn't dare believe to put Jimmy Butler ahead of Kawhi Leonard. You set the bar low for Jimmy Butler. You set the bar high for Kawhi Leonard because you know who he is. That's the problem you're not understanding. You following my hands. So you say the bar low. You the same dude that say you hold players accountable, but you setting the bar down to the damn floor with Jimmy Butler. But you set the bar high for Kawhi Leonard because you know who he is.
I actually don't. I just know that when it comes to having the type of teams to compete when it comes to competing for a title. Out of all the guys that we can name for whether it's KD, whether it's Jokic, whether it's LeBron, whether it's De'Aaron Fox or others, Jimmy Butler and his team do not have the talent that those teams have. So I understand that aspect of it. So I just can't sit up there
Oh,
and give a nigga high expectation when you know that where his team is limited to. Bam
oh.
Bam is a great defender and rebounder, but he's an inconsistent scorer to be a legit all-star caliber player year after year.
So
So
now it's the so now it's the
now I
talent.
mean but you got it. But when you assessing players and when you try to assess success, and end of the day, you just agree with Thomas about stats. Stats don't matter. It's really about winning. You basically premise is really about winning. At the end of the day, all Jimmy Butler has done was win, but he don't win the big one. But all Miami do is win. Somehow, some way, the motherfuckers in the Eastern Conference Finals or in the NBA Finals every year. And
Eh,
end of the day, none of us can actually expound on how them niggas actually keep competing.
they
Them
keep
niggas was the
competing.
AC. Them niggas was the AC last year. I don't give a damn how much a nigga love Jimmy Butler. I don't care. Only nigga that I know that truly believe them niggas was gonna make a deep run with Big Tone. Nobody else thought
Nah,
Miami was gonna make a deep
exactly.
run.
I
I
say
mean,
that's
I mean
that's
the
Kawhi's the
East,
same
the
dude
East
though.
is
This
wide
this is what you're
open.
not understanding. Like,
That's the
Kawhi is the
reason why.
same. Jimmy and Kawhi the same dude. It's just Kawhi is better at what he does than Jimmy Butler. That's
Hey,
why
Kawhi is definitely
Kawhi Leonard
better
could
for
actually
sure.
get a championship out of his team. Jimmy has had two cracks at it and has failed.
But if you measure the Miami Heat against that Toronto team is head above shoulders better than any team he had in Miami. And it's not even close with
So
the
how'd they
talent
lose in
level
the
that he
second round,
had.
huh? How'd they lose in the second round? If the Philly team was so better on my, how did they lose?
Now the Philly team for as talent wise, not as talented. They top heavy. Philly was top heavy, but when it comes to the bench, when it comes to all that, Toronto had a better bench. Toronto had
No,
had
sir.
had, had more other than Joel and Embiid. What
Sir.
size they really have other than
Dog, they
Embiid?
had they had Philadelphia was a top, not just a top heavy. They had a full team. That
They
was the
they was
best.
not the number,
That was
but
the
they was
best
not the
Philly
number one
team.
seed.
That was the best Philly team that they've had. When they had JJ Redick, they had Tobias Harris, they
Nah,
had Jimmy Butler, they had Ben Simmons, they had Joel. They
I
had a
won. I
full
actually
team,
won a lot of
and it was
money
a
too.
better. That team was picked to go to the finals. They were a stacked team, and that the fact that
Nah, they
the
they
person they
wasn't
lost
stacked
to,
like that.
the person they lost to was the guy I'm gonna destroy your ass with on Saturday.
You're not gonna destroy
So
me when Philly wasn't as deep as you really think they are. I take
because they
I take
lost.
Van Fleet over JJ Redick that year any day. In that particular year, I take that nigga any day over JJ Redick.
They
JJ
That's because
only
Redick
take them
JJ
because
never.
they
Redick is the
lost,
oldest
bro.
shit. JJ
They only
Redick is the
lost. That's
oldest
why you
shit.
take them because they lost. That's
Nah,
my
JJ
I
point.
just
Redick is
take
They
him.
old as
lost.
hell.
You was going into that
I just
series.
take him anyway. And then Embiid never been past the second round now once in his career. So I mean, I won a lot of money off Philly that year to not even advance. Cause I made a lot of money betting the nigga that Toronto was gonna beat Philly by the way. Cause I knew Philly wasn't that good. I kept telling them folks that when it comes to playoff basketball, it's a different animal. And what Philly was doing that late game trade, that late season
Hey, Herm,
trade, I knew it wasn't gonna fit.
can you name the Raptors bench?
I mean, he had Norman Powell, Ananobi, Van Fleet. Shit, I had to go back and make sure. I mean, I
Right,
know,
right, right,
I know when
right.
it comes to
hmm
cooking your ass, I'm gonna destroy you
Norman
though.
Powell,
I
Norman
can't
Powell, the
give you
same Norman
everything when
Powell.
I'm on.
Norman Powell he averaged 4 points in that playoffs, buddy.
That's cool. That's cool. And
And
JJ
OG
Reddick,
Anunoby was hurt. OG Anunoby was hurt in that finals. So who would they have, Herm, besides Fred Van Fleet?
Kyle Lowry was solid in the finals. What you talking about? He just played
No, I
horrific
said
in
off
that
the
Philly
bench.
series.
Off the bench, who did the Raptors have?
They didn't need a bitch to beat Golden State, remember?
Yeah, you just backpedaling, bro.
No, I'm not.
Keep
Nah,
backpedaling.
I just
They
can't.
didn't
I
have
just
this
can't.
super team you
You
trying to
want
make them out to be, man. Stop
now,
it, man. You done. You done. Yeah.
now,
Taking one A, he's done.
BJ, I can't give you everything that's in my head, bro. I'm answering how I'm answering on purpose
But you
right now.
said they had a talented team, so you should know.
They did though. I don't need to let you know what I know.
Right, man. Just be ready for Saturday, huh? I'm gonna
It's
destroy
easy
your ass,
work.
man. I'm gonna destroy you, boy. But it's good talking to you, brother.
It's all
Oh,
respect, all respect.
hey, better yet, my soliloquy in the opening round just gonna shut your ass up, man. It's gonna be easy, cause you gonna repeat, man. It's gonna be easy. I ain't even gonna. I'm gonna be drunk when I do cook you. I'm gonna have a bottle more wet. I'm gonna pop a bottle more wet on you. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, well, that's respect,
All
brother. Well, I'll see
right.
you on Saturday. I'm gonna see you
Enough
Saturday.
said. Enough said. See you
All
Saturday.
right, bro, my dude. All right, respect, my dude.
I respect my brother. Good luck,
All
my
right,
nigga.
all right, you too, brother. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Cars. He said Jimmy Butler, the conference final champion. And I hate saying it like that because I like Jimmy, man. I love Jimmy Butler, and I don't want to disrespect, Unk's team. I just, Kawhi's better, a little better than Jimmy. Um, now, of course, Unc will never admit that, but we got to go based by history. But nah, man, Herm, I believe, like I said, I think Herm's a good dude, man. I respect, Herm. I think he's a good person, but I mean, I just feel the type of way with, the whole all the trolling and everything. But maybe that's my bad. But salute to everybody in the panel, man. Hope everybody's enjoyed the show, man. And yeah, make sure y'all tune in on Saturday for FYF Sports Debates. It should be a good one between me and Herm. Um, y'all make sure y'all support because they gonna try to kill me. They gonna really be after me on Saturday. A lot of the people on the panel, they're gonna be oh Thomas, you wanna get back in? They're gonna try to, go at me on Saturday. So I need y'all to support me, man. Have my back. Um so I'm gonna get the time and I'm gonna release it probably Friday so y'all can kind of come in and be ready for that war. Cause I might do Reggie too on Saturday. Just depends how I feel. What up, cuz?
What happened to her?
Oh, he already did.
Let me expose her. This is why I said don't let him on the panel. All right. He calls OG Anunoby baby OG Anunoby, right? The same OG Anunoby that was locking up everybody in the NBA. And when Kawhi left Toronto, OG Anunoby locked up Kawhi and LeBron back to back in LA on the LA road trip. That same dude 6 months later. So he called OG Anunoby a baby, right? But then he said Steph Curry a B plus player, but then he said Steph Curry, he taking Steph Curry. So what right IQ fan is taking a B plus player to go into the playoffs? I didn't say Curry's a B plus player. We're going by his words.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking notes for Saturday, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
doing. Cause I expected Herm to actually have a little bit more preparation, but I think he just gonna use that Kawhi's been out, he's been hurt. That's what the angle he's gonna go to. So I'll be ready for that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So he called OG Anunoby a baby, but he won't hold Steph Curry accountable. He said blame the players, right? Steph Curry lost to a fucking bum ass Memphis baby, Ja Morant, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So you want to hold all the players accountable, right? Not the coach. Okay. So why was Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James on the ropes of firing Ty Lue in Cleveland before the GM went out and got Richard Jefferson and Amon Shumpert and those defenders? Ty Lue was on the ropes for getting fired by LeBron James' team. So I thought if we're gonna blame the players, then let's blame. So if we blame the players, let's go by Hearn's philosophy, right? If we blame the players, LeBron James 4-6, that's called a loser. A 4-6 is a loser.
right. Still there?
Uh, winning basketball is a true definition of the plus minus. That's what the plus minus is for, right? It's supposed to be about winning basketball. So he wanted to laugh at Terrence Mann being a -11 in one game which I had to fact check that because we know Hearn lies. Terrence Mann's plus minus in the NBA playoffs is plus 111. Kawhi Leonard's plus minus in the NBA playoffs is like damn near plus 700, right? So, and I think LeBron's is actually more than that, than the plus 700. So you can't say I sit here and pick up on LeBron when I actually put something on the table that actually helps LeBron, right? But the problem is, if we want to talk about Kawhi Leonard's help in Toronto, then let's talk about how great Klay Thompson was in the NBA Finals before he got hurt. He was the best player on Golden State, not Steph Curry. So, like Herm said, and hypocrited his own self, Steph Curry would not have been the NBA Finals MVP if Golden State won, because it'd been Klay Thompson if he was not hurt, right? So, if you want to talk about players' help, then let's talk about everybody's help. But see, Hearn wants to jump to Fred VanVleet. Does he know Fred VanVleet was a complete ass bum until the Eastern Conference Finals? And Kawhi was beating 3 or 4 All-Stars in the NBA Finals
Thomas, let me say
on the
this.
76ers?
Let me say this before I jump back off. Hey, BJ, yeah, man. Hey, you still on, BJ?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, find out that time, man. Like I said, they gonna bullshit you, BJ. So I hope you know that going in the door, they're gonna bullshit you over there. Cause you know they don't like Kawhi, including Lamont. He don't like Kawhi. He's not a big Kawhi fan. And go ahead and put the hammer on them boys for us, man. You know we're gonna be rocking with you in that comment section. So
yeah,
I just know they're gonna try to bullshit you, you know, because it's gonna be a lot of bias over there, man. You know,
I'll be over there. Ain't nobody worried about that. I'm gonna fire all them boys.
Hey, you know they hate Kawhi. You know.
Yeah, they do. I don't know why, but they. Yeah. Actually, I know why.
Hey, Drizz, that's all I was trying to say to you the other day was, I felt like, cause I used to know you before you started, or before we got like knowing each other. Not know you, but I knew what you used to be about on this panel. But see, this how I can tell you've been over there around ticketing in. But I still believe you believe in Kawhi more than they do. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. I just felt like you was trying to follow that, not even on purpose. I think it just happened by just being over there. You weren't holding Ty Lue accountable enough, because anytime James Harden plays 26 minutes, but then he plays 40 minutes, that's a coaching decision, right? Anytime T-Man plays 20 minutes, but then he plays 30 minutes, that's a coaching decision, right? So you can't hold the players accountable when T-Man ain't even allowed to be on the court. You can't hold the players accountable more than the coach accountable. So that's all I was saying the other day about that, the risk. This shit is all on Ty Lue more than it's on Kawhi, because the Kawhi has showed you time and time again, like the last 2 games, I'm the best player on the court when I have my legs under me, when I'm in shape, and when I'm in health. That's all I was saying the other day. You're right, the realist. They so full of shit, bro. They wouldn't let me over there. They be trying to run me off, mute me and all this other shit.
I mean, I guess it wasn't really that I was trying to put it on Kawhi. I was just putting it on the team as a whole. But like I said, my main thing was us not winning games we're supposed to be winning. And like I say, and like I asked BJ, man, I was like, BJ, man, I know that loss had to hurt, because that loss really bothered me. That loss really bothered me. Because it's like,
what, the Denver loss? Are you really worried about that? This is why I'm not worried about it, the realist, because I'm trying to give Ty Lue a little bit of potential that he is going to understand what a point of attack defender is supposed to do. Let's throw the name out the window. Let's not talk about Terrence Mann. Let's just talk about a POA defender. Once he starts to realize that more and more, and I think he's leaning that way. I could be wrong, but as soon as he realizes that, the realist, we're gonna start winning games. And it's not even about Thomas or T-Man. It's about the fact that the Clippers are 15-4 the last 19 games that T-Man started. If that doesn't speak for itself, I don't need to speak no more. It speaks for itself. That's what everybody failed to realize. They 5-2. They lost the game they shouldn't have lost. But like you said, the realest, all teams go up and play against bums and they don't get up for the game. That happens to a lot of players, right? A lot of teams. And the Clippers, I believe they know how good they really are when they're healthy. So they might do it more than other teams. But that's almost a testament to them believing in themselves.
But see, that's the problem though, Thomas. We not in a situation that we can do that. We can't afford to do that. We can't afford to do
I
that
think
stuff.
they're going to be in the playoffs and be fine. As long as Ty Lue do it right.
I think we're gonna make the playoffs, but we need a good seed in that playoff.
I mean, it'd be nice to have it. But like I said, if he plays the right players, like he supposed to, seeding or not, if he plays the right players, the right minutes, we know what Kawhi's going to do. It ain't going to matter.
Right. But like I say, man, hey, like I say, man, we can just take it game by game. But I just feel like with the talent on our team, we need to come out and make team adjust to us. It's kind of like when the Golden State had a little error, man. Team had to adjust to how they was playing. You see what I'm saying? And as you see, that's why we got this small ball basketball today. That's why we got the small ball basketball. So with all this talent we got on our team, we should have to be starting the game adjusting to teams that we better than. So that's really my main problem. We playing down to our competition a little bit too much for me. And like I say, in tight game, it don't go in our favor. And the shit is getting old. It's getting old,
man. It does get old, but I do know this. But when we healthy, we win in the playoffs like we supposed to be winning. We only losing because we unhealthy. In 2021, that you can't. This is another reason why you can't let Ticket and Herman and boys bring up 2020, right? This is why LeBron James fired coach after coach after coach after coach his whole career. So you cannot sit there and tell me 2020 was not the fucking coach. That same coach got fired from Philadelphia 1 year later after he blew a 2-0 lead to my Hawks, and my Hawks ain't even all that. So you can't sit up there and allow Herman Ticket them to bring up 2020 and not bust their ass talking about how bad the coaching was. And the minute they say coaching don't matter, then the first thing you should be saying back to them is, why in the fuck does LeBron keep firing every coach he gets? That's how you silence them. That's how they can't argue no more. And all they're going to do. And another thing to realize, he may be gone, but BJ, another thing, y'all notice how when I pinned Herm in the corner, I said, who's the best player? Who does this? Who does that? And I started making him feel like a hypocrite. Y'all saw who got the name calling and who was in their feelings, right? You saw that, right? It wasn't me. Herm did what we said Herm gonna do. You there, BJ? BJ might be taking a bathroom break or something. But yeah, man, y'all gotta stop letting Herm and Ticket beat around the bush, bro. Stop letting them lie for one player. Stop letting them call OJ Anunoby a baby, but letting them get off the hook with Steph Curry losing to a baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, please stop that shit. Y'all gotta learn how to argue. Stop letting them not blame the coach, like I said, but LeBron, who all these people love to dick ride, fires every coach he got. Stop. We got to stop that shit. More people ought to be calling that shit more than me. When Kawhi's healthy, he's on the court in the playoffs. He's the best fucking player in the playoffs. There ain't no way of getting around it. Does he get hurt is a different story. The story is when the man is healthy on the court in the playoffs, he shows you who the best player is. There's no way around it. It don't matter if he got hurt. That's not what we're talking about. That man. Yeah. Hey, that man said Golden State injuries, this and that. So let me put everybody on game about the injuries. Kyle Lowry had his hand wrapped, BJ. He couldn't even play. He was on the court and he couldn't even dribble with his hand. The announcers were laughing at him and laughing at the coaches not taking advantage and trapping Kyle Lowry because he couldn't dribble with his other hand. They said they ought to be trapping him and forcing him on one side of the court. Kawhi took that shit right there and still won with it. Kawhi was on one leg. He wasn't on two legs. He was on one leg. He couldn't even run up down the court. But yet he's dunking on Defensive Players of the Year, right? Then they didn't have OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby, like I said, the same guy that Herm want to call a baby is the same guy that locked up LeBron 6 months later and Kawhi back-to-back in LA on a road trip. That same OG Anunoby always locking people up. And I think he looks a little disinterested in Toronto right now, which I would too. I mean, who wants to keep losing? You're gonna lose hunger over there. But the Raptors were injured just as much as Golden State was injured. So Kawhi faced Curry. Curry had two legs. Kawhi had one leg. Kawhi outplayed him man on man. And Curry couldn't go on the other end and guard Kawhi. But Kawhi actually did get on Curry late in the games a lot of times. Why didn't Curry get on Kawhi late in games if he was the best player?
See,
Hypocrites.
That's the main difference between Kawhi and Curry. So you can vouch for Curry on one side of the court, but you can't do it on the other side. And that's the main difference.
Hey, you know what else is funny? You know what else Herm sounded like a fucking idiot? He said Curry had slapped the ball out of somebody's hands a couple times. BJ, remind me how many steals James Harden had last night? Like 5, 6.
Like 5 steals. Yeah, 5 steals.
5 steals. So if we want to start talking about poking the ball out people's hands, James Harden been poking the ball out people's hands for years. He just ain't no prime time defender. So, and I remember I told you that when you said how do I feel about his defense? I said, man, James Harden's hands are underrated. He gets in the passing lanes. He gets his hands on the ball. He's always knocking the ball out of people's hands. He stops a lot of fast breaks. He don't get the ball. He don't get the rebound, but he just knocked the ball out of a person's hand to go out of bounds. He'll stop a lot of fast breaks like that by himself, like 3-on-1. Just stop a fast break. So So if you're gonna start giving credit to people's steals, let's talk about some steals, BJ. In Game 5 and Game 6, does Herm know how many steals Paul George had?
You had 6 steals.
6 steals in one game, right? So if the coach is not the problem, but we want to credit Curry for getting a couple steals, why ain't we credit Paul George for getting 6 steals? That man had like 33 points or some shit like that, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 6 steals all in one game. But we want to say Paul George and Kawhi folded. Man, shut your dumb ass up. That's why I said I wouldn't let him on the panel, because he's a fucking hypocrite. He's a pathological liar. He makes shit up. And then once I think it was Game 5, Paul George looked like Superman. Kawhi had like 26 points. Kawhi had a good Game 5, right? Then they come back Game 6, and they swap roles. Game 5 and Game 6, they swap roles, however it goes. Kawhi had like 36 points, damn near 40 points. Kawhi was showing out. Kawhi scored like 12 points in one fourth quarter, and they still lost the game. But you got people like Shannon Sharp getting on the fucking ESPN talking about Kawhi ain't do nothing in the fourth quarter. One of those 4 quarters, the man went the fuck off, and he still lost. So what are we really talking about? So you I don't mind you not agreeing, but you can't be a hypocrite. You can't say Golden State was hurt and the Raptors over there had just a lot of injuries too. That's called hypocrisy. You can't do that. You can't call OG Anunoby a baby. He don't matter. When Steph Curry, in his prime, while Golden State was winning titles, had Draymond Green and didn't have Klay Thompson, but he lost to a baby. So you can't call one man a baby and then not hold Steph Curry accountable for losing the babies, right? Yeah, I don't mind you disagreeing, but don't be a pathological liar.
However he was going to angle that, we want to knock that down. Because, okay, I asked him, who would you have in the playoffs if you had a choice? He said Steph Curry because of body of work. Nah, I asked you, who would you rather have? Because when it comes to body of work, Kawhi's been robbed of that because he's been hurt at the wrong times. And that's all you can go to.
Make sure you throw in when healthy, BJ, every time you ask questions. Because, see, they're going to speak on injuries.
When healthy. When I say when healthy, of course, that's what it's going to come to. But
but I'm saying when you asked Herm the question, you didn't say when healthy. That's why I was trying to talk over you so you would make sure you put those words in there. Because, see, if you don't say when healthy. Yeah, I
He
understand
knows
he knows
that.
what you mean, but you want the panel to hear it because the panel may not be smart enough to pick up on it. I mean, not the panel, but the chat. You want the guys in the chat to make sure that BJ is being 100% transparent and say win healthy. Don't let the chat say BJ asked a question without saying win healthy.
Mm.
Because if you don't say win healthy, guess what Hearn gonna do? He gonna say, well, I can't say nothing because he always hurt. But see, if you say win healthy, you take away his thunder from his lightning.
Yeah, he trying to take notes right now. Watching the show, I ain't giving him everything right now. I ain't giving him
Yeah,
all my bullets.
yeah. He got no points to stand on. But
Yeah,
because if you want to speak on about somebody going somewhere, then you also got to speak on, you know what? Somebody losing somewhere. Jimmy Butler made it. He lost. So what did he really do? Right? And that's all that matters. He
mm-hmm.
got there and he fucking lost. Right? Kawhi only lost because he got hurt. And again, don't bring up 2020 he lost because LeBron, y'all's favorite player, LeBron, fired more coaches and makes more trades than anybody in history because he can't win. Right? If he could win and he wasn't concerned, he wouldn't fire the coach. Right? He would keep putting up with the same coach. Right? He fired Mike Brown and you see what Mike Brown doing right now. Right? He fired Frank Vogel and Phoenix going to be a higher seed than the Lakers. Right? So you can't speak on 2020 when coaching was the problem. Denver in the press conference laughed at Doc Rivers' lineups and his lack of adjustments. They didn't laugh at Paul George and Kawhi. They laughed at the coach. And all you got to do, well, I don't know if you can pull up press conferences this far, down the road. Denver told you exactly how to beat the Clippers. Aaron Gordon just told you how to beat the Clippers. Aaron Gordon said we actually like the Clippers taking the ball away from out of Kawhi's hands and giving the ball to James Harden and Westbrook. We like that. We want Ty Lue to do that because we can't stop Kawhi. We know we can't stop Kawhi. He didn't say them words, but he said those words without saying those words. We
You
know we
can't
can't
stop
stop
Paul
Kawhi.
George either. You can't stop Paul George either. And
Right.
that's my whole reason. If you got this, and see, that's why when we say coach right, you got to put that in there. Like if you have it coached right and the guys are on the court, then you can get the job done. It's a lot less stress. See, I've been noticing the Clippers been losing when they have the wrong rotations. The top players usually they play great. Kawhi and PG played great in that Denver series up until Game 7. It should have even went 7 games.
Right.
Dallas series, Kawhi and PG were balling that series. It should have never went 7 games. Denver,
Exactly. What if you
like
made what would the record of the series be if Ime Udoka was over there and he was coaching against Dallas and Denver? What would the record be?
and that would have been either a sweep or that would have won the Clippers 4-1. He ain't wasting
That'd been
time
a sweep
making
or a gentleman
adjustments too
sweep.
late. Yeah, you ain't wasting time with adjustments, man. And that's the whole point. Like y'all expect these guys just to go out there and just do everything, and then the coach don't matter. Like they got the players gotta be excellent, but the coach can be mediocre. That's why when you hear stuff like, "Oh, it shouldn't matter what the coach, he should be able to overcome that." And how about the coach be as excellent as the player? And that man, I can write a book.
Exactly.
I can write a book.
Exactly. The coach only gets a pass when he's on Kawhi when he's coaching Kawhi Leonard. You know why? You said in the intro, they fucking terrified of Kawhi Leonard. They can spin all these narratives. They can say all this garbage shit. They know who the best player is when he is healthy in the playoffs. They know it. They're not gonna say it. They're gonna make up all these narratives and hate on him. But guess what? Unless Ty Lue is a complete god awful dummy, and unless Kawhi Leonard gets hurt, they got to see this man in the playoffs. They ain't got no way out. They got to see him. What Phoenix gonna do with Kawhi Leonard? You think adding that bum ass non-defending Bradley Beal is gonna stop Harden, Paul George, Kawhi? You think that's gonna help Phoenix? You got another thing coming. You think Vanderbilt gonna stop anything? What Kawhi been averaging like 30, 35 on the Lakers for how many past years with Vanderbilt on team. He ain't stopping nothing. They got to face it. Denver has got the coach to out coach Ty Lue. He's the only man. He's the only hope they got, BJ. That's the only team with some type of hope. Because if you can't out coach Ty Lue, you damn sure ain't stopping Kawhi in the first place. So if you can't stop out coach Ty Lue, how you gonna beat him?
Right. But I'm gonna end it right here though, cuz we're gonna chop it up later.
Yeah, 100 for sure.
All right.
It's a great show. Great show. Yeah, we'll all be there Sunday. Cause they gonna be
Saturday.
trying to spin narratives in the comment, but they got another thing coming.
It's on Saturday, not Sunday.
Oh well, you gonna tell me when it is? Saturday, Sunday, don't matter. It's like Kawhi averaging 40 or 38 versus their favorite team in the playoffs. It ain't gonna matter. 38 or 40, it's still 40.
Right. All right,
cuz. Great show, man.
Good show. All right, though. Well, hope y'all enjoyed the show. We've been on for 3.5 hours, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Good to talk to Herm, you know what I mean? Good to talk to, you know what I'm saying, the realist and OC and who else came in here? Yeah, I forgot somebody. If I am. But everybody in the chat, man, appreciate y'all coming through. Shout out to Pagan 180 again for the Cash App, $20 Cash App, man. Definitely love and appreciate that. If y'all want to give y'all love to the Cash App for this great show, please, sir, to hit that Cash App right there, $ BJ Matthews, $ BJ Matthews for this great content. Or get the super sticker, super comments. You know what I'm saying? Continue to support the podcast, right? But we'll be back on next show on tomorrow after the post game after the Warriors. I actually oh yeah, that's another thing. I forgot to let y'all know. I'll be going live with Locked On Warriors tonight post game to discuss the Clippers and Warriors. So actually, I'll be doing a collab with him. So we'll be doing a collab with each other, and my audience, you know, y'all be able to, you know what I'm saying, be over there with the Warriors audience. So make sure y'all tap in tonight. Be on the lookout for that. We'll be going live tonight post game. But respectfully say until next time, pull up, see, pull up, shut, put the live page out of here like swimwear.